Half these teachers should retire, I think that one's 85. And I know I got the answer, but she's saying that she's right, yeah. I learned my lesson couple lessons ago, yeah. I love my best friend, I'm not letting her know. Cause I got depression and it's self-diagnosed. Hit a bell and I go, leaving now to go home, yeah. I don't know why they call it high school, cause I'm feeling really low. Don't know how to tell you, but I really wanna know. Cause when moving seats on Tuesday, I still haven't made a move. Don't care what the news say, I'm distracted, hate to lose. Cause my GPA is higher than the sleep I get each night. If my brain gets any bigger, I'll be going on my mind. Half these teachers should retire, I think that one's 85.
How's it going, everybody? It is good to see you. Good to see you. We are here again live from the studio. Why Not Results. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. It's been a big couple of weeks for us out here in Phoenix. Obviously, we've had the Cardinals kind of wrap up their season, firing Jonathan Gannon and all that type of stuff. But today we're talking about the Suns. Suns obviously on a heater of a year so far. 24-17, I believe, going into this game against the Knicks. Obviously, kind of a big game. Just people upset. New York fans obviously starting to dislike Phoenix. Nothing new there, really. New York fans have always kind of disliked Phoenix. A lot of them like to migrate here and then talk shit about the team. So I always appreciate when we get a good dub. 112-107 last time. Big game out of Book. Overall, just a good game in general. Jose Ramirez just dealt to the Melts. That's crazy, Van. We'll talk about it in a moment, brother. Appreciate you guys stopping by, though. Real quick, intro our guest for today. Longtime Suns fan. You said 82? 82, first game, watched the Suns at the Coliseum versus the Lakers. Long time, obviously being sad. Longer time than me, at least, being sad. Some great years here and there. Got to watch Barkley, got to watch that run. Obviously got to watch the new run with the 2021 Suns as well. Wanted to introduce him real quick, just get him involved. Been interesting to have good conversations with him as I'm late. Met him just a few days ago. Matt, thank you for stopping by, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Give us your rundown, kind of the first, your first favorite memory of the Suns. What is your first favorite memory? Obviously, the games are great to talk about, but other than that, what has been a great memory?
So my dad played basketball for UNLV.
Okay, shout out Vegas,
right? Runner-ups, and he was just always so passionate about hoops. So my first time actually going to the Coliseum to see a game with him, I was 10, and I fell in love. And it's one of those things where you ask yourself, because I have a son now who's 19, you ask yourself, like, am I cursing my child?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm a Suns fan.
100%.
Right?
I feel that.
But no, it's just been one of those things where if you grew up in the Valley like I did, you're a Suns fan by default.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like this kind of realm of, again, obviously I've talked about it, obviously talking to you about it, I think, Arizona sports, obviously you don't have a good vibe about them in general, when it comes to outside looking in. I do think we've had some of the most loved players, I think, across the board, though. I think of Book up there right 100%. Now. I think of, my young time watching Anquan Bolden and obviously Fitz. Kurt Warner was a very popular name at the time. All of the Arizona sports do have some pretty lit fans. Real quick, you guys out there on TikTok and on YouTube, you guys tell us your favorite players you've watched. I've watched a lot of guys in person. Again, like I said, Fitz signed a football for me to practice. I watched Fitz a long time. Did a lot of stuff kind of involved with the Cardinals when I was younger as well, going through my health stuff as a child. But I think of hockey as well. Like hockey, as much as people didn't like hockey out here, I was a big hockey kid. Dad from Alaska, so I watched a lot of hockey. Big Dome guy. Got to meet Wayne Gretzky when I was young and stuff too. You got a lot of high-profile names. Arizona, a great spot for a lot of players to go to as well. A lot of them love the weather. Want to get away from, and you go further east. You got really far east. You got freezing cold. Insane coldness. You bring it a little bit to the middle. You've got tornadoes, everything possible when it comes to natural disasters. You go to the west, And you've got just elite weather. California, even Washington has some really good weather most of the time. Arizona's kind of that good mix. You're close to Rocky Point. You're close to Cali. You can kind of go everywhere, chat. Michael Floyd was my guy. Dude could catch. Yeah, Michael Floyd's a good one as well.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson, Dugonzo. I mean, there's great names that are
Steve Nash.
that are popular across the board, which is why I like it. What's up, Real Manry? Thank you for stopping by, Real Manry. Appreciate you. That's a great one. I just think that there are great players that have been here that everybody, obviously, because of the title drought that is Arizona.
Yeah.
Always if he wins somewhere else. I posted a video if you guys want to check it out not too long ago. If Devin Booker was on your team in basketball right now, how good would your team be? Obviously, people who were Suns fans were like, obviously not very good. They haven't won a chip yet. That wasn't the point of the post. The post was, directed at the Knicks, at the I think of the Nuggets right now. These teams that are already very good have won a chip, or, the Warriors right now. I think of teams like that. I'm like, dude.
How good do they think the Suns were going to be before the season started, and how good are they? And is that mostly Devin Booker? When Book's not playing, that gravity's not there. So come on, it's Book.
And like you said, I obviously throughout this year, chat real quick. Let me update you guys before I go into this next point. Update you guys on this football game. We got the next game going on, I think in an hour or 30 minutes now, for the watching Bills versus Broncos. Bet $100 on the Bills. So what's the score right now, Manry? Manry, give me the score right now, my boy. Let me check. I'll see it in a second anyways, too, though. We can talk about football as well, Chad. Don't worry about talking about football. If you guys want to talk about football,
Buffalo's up 27.
Buffalo's up 27-23. Chat, I ain't going to say anything yet. Minute 53. The Broncos currently have the ball on the 31 of the Bills side. 3rd and 3, 31. They are down 4. They need a touchdown, obviously. I can't tell if they have any timeouts or anything. Man, you'll update us on the touchdown or on the timeouts and stuff.
It's almost too much time for Josh Allen.
Almost too much time for Josh Allen. Probably a good point. They scored 17. The Broncos scored 17 in the second quarter. They've scored 3 in the second half in total, and the Bills have now scored 17 in the second half. So kind of a tale of two halves, it looks like, for both teams. Josh Allen currently 20 of 27, 225 yards and 3 tutties. Bo Nix, 2 touchdowns, 21 of 38, 216 yards. So fairly even. Obviously, Allen with 1 more touchdown. James Cook having a field day on this defense, though. 21 carries, 114 yards. Khalil Shakir currently has 6 receptions for 72 yards for the Bills. So kind of a big day. Again, I'd venture to guess. I wonder if maybe James Cook had a big carry in this second half or something. Maybe like a 40-yard carry or something. But it's going to get close. Broncos just got a first down. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, kind of going throughout this game and stuff like that. Again, like I said, I think there's a lot of stuff going on in Arizona that is very positive to look at. I wasn't a big Gannon guy. We're in a good direction there. The D-backs not trading Ketel Marte, going and getting Nolan Arenado. Good decision on their end. The Suns, obviously the cream of the crop when it comes to stories. Kind of not necessarily this year because it just turned to 2026, but the first half of this season has been surprising to the outside eye. Probably kind of a little bit better than a lot of people in Phoenix thought. Yep. Again, I think me and Matt could both say, I think that they're doing a little bit better than I expected. I didn't think they were going to be very bad. I thought they'd be a play-in team. I thought they'd be figuring it out. Did I think they'd be at the top of the play-in, quote unquote, halfway through the season? No, I didn't think that. I thought they'd be an 8 or 9. I thought they'd be in the middle. The West is more ridiculous than anything. Obviously, we saw the Suns almost beat the Pistons with no Book or Jalen Green, which you had a great take in your video talking about how, if the Suns were in the East, I love they're dog walking. They're dog walking. Everybody in the East. I mean, and I honestly don't think it's debatable.
That's not controversial.
No, I think it's controversial. Fair. I think it's one of those where the Suns are, they play. Hard work always beats talent. Everybody will tell you that. You got to have some talent, obviously, to be playing. Not some talent. You have to have a lot of talent to be playing in the NBA. But these teams that show out every game go out there. We're going to see an interesting. This is the thing I think the Suns will run into. They have surprised a lot of teams this first half of the season with how they've played. This second half of the season, you're going to have dudes that are, vets who are. They know the Suns are good now. They're not going out there going to get surprised anymore. So it'll be interesting to kind of see how this year develops. But again, like I said, I think the Suns obviously I won't say they would have beat the Pistons just because you never know. Cade could have had a better game. I have no idea what would have occurred. But if we're just going off a scoring basis, Dylan Brooks had one of the worst shooting nights he's had the entire season. Book would have come back from his game against the Heat and had a pretty good night because he normally does on nights he doesn't have a great game. And they would have come out, I think, with a win. I think it would have been a close game. I think they would have come out with a win. And it's the 1 seed losing to I think they might have gone up to the 6 seed after that win. But a 1 seed losing to like the 7 seed and it's different when like the Jazz beat the Thunder. Right. When the Jazz beat, and it's like, oh, it's just happenstance.
Right. We're not talking about the Pelicans.
Yeah, we're not talking about teams that are obviously not good winning a game. It is a team that most teams probably in the West currently do not want to play again. Or, it isn't just a throwaway game anymore.
So along that note, is this a little bit of a trap game? Because I'm a little bit worried, like Books in, Brunson and Harder out. We beat them barely in Phoenix, so there's that revenge factor. It's super
Madison
hard
Square.
To win. Yeah, it's super hard to win in MSG. Like I worry a little bit that this is a trap game.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of teams too. I think I said kind of early in this year to my friends and about both the Cardinals and the Suns, I kind of had this mindset that both teams should be. Granted, I was incorrect about the Cardinals, but I kind of came into the mindset that Arizona sports this year should be, you're not going to lose a lot, if ever, to the really bad teams.
Yeah.
But you should be able to beat a lot of the really good teams. Cardinals, I thought that was fair. They should have beat the Seahawks and stuff like that. Obviously, their year was terrible. The Suns have kind of followed that, though. They are capable of beating, basically everyone. If you can beat the Thunder, you can basically beat everybody. And I think that the Suns have shown through game in and game out, they're not getting blown out. They didn't get blown out by the Pistons. They probably, I think a lot of people thought the Pistons should blow out. That should have been the mindset. Oh, they got no Book. They got no Jalen. This should be a 20-point, a 15-point win. Right. That is a 15-point margin for a lot of it. The Suns make one run, and then they kind of deal with it. The Suns were up 16 against the Pistons at one point. And obviously, it didn't come out the way we would have wanted it.
No, but dominated the first half.
Dominated. Cade Cunningham couldn't do anything against Jordan Goodwin. They were, good in forcing turnovers. They had Grayson Allen had 3 threes and 3 steals in the first quarter. Like, there was plenty for the Suns to look at and just think, unfortunate. You got an update for us on the Bills game?
Yeah. So Denver's up 30-27 with 41 seconds left.
41 seconds left. Okay.
Crazy.
30-27. So they can just go down there and get a
Josh Allen.
Get
What's
a field
happen,
goal.
Josh Allen.
I want to face the Pistons in the finals with a healthy roster. George. Okay, George. I think, again, Chad, I'm not going to lie. The West is, the one difficult thing about the West is, like, if you do get in the playoffs, you're playing against, legitimately any team, literally any team that could be the number 1 seed in the East currently.
Who do you think we match up best? Like, if you could pick a team to play in the playoffs, first round, who's your team?
First in the playoffs. So I would be, my mind would jump to the Spurs just because we've beat the Spurs a bunch of times. I've seen us do that where we sweep a team in the regular season, then we get wiped by them in the playoffs. So I would be against the Spurs. I think I personally would, if it was the top 3 right now, which I believe the top 3 are Thunder, Spurs, and Nugs. I could be wrong. I would choose the Spurs. I just don't want to play against Jokic. They're gonna drop this year though because he's gonna be out.
Denver scares me.
I don't want to play Denver in general. I don't like Aaron Gordon, big fan. Don't want to play against him. So I think I'm in that realm where I would want the Spurs just out of the top 3 teams. I don't want to play the Thunder. I understand we won the one game. I just think the Thunder are just ridiculously built. We have so much young talent that I don't think it's I just don't think it's a great matchup. I think the Suns match up against the Spurs pretty well. I like Wemby a lot, but a lot of people on that team, like, they don't deal with Dillon well. Like, the Spurs didn't deal with Dillon well. They didn't like the defense Dillon played. I think Book is just torches nearly everyone on that team for the most part, especially if he does have a mid-range going. He gets a little bit better at his three-point because he's been
and
kind
they
of on the
figured out
back
how
end.
to play Wemby. Like, the Suns really did figure out how to play Wemby. I would love our first-round matchup to be the Lakers because I think we dominate that team.
And they're in a weird spot.
We're a terrible matchup for them.
And I feel like they're in that realm where, obviously, we've seen so much stuff. You guys can talk about it in the chat, too. We've seen so much stuff with DA as of late. The last thing that dude wants to do is have Dylan Brooks just shitting on him for at least 4 games and try and figure out what to do. Real quick, Buffalo is already down to their own 41. There's still 40 seconds in the game, is what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's correct, but it's 40. I don't know how they got to the 41, and it's 40 seconds left in the game.
All those you that are hanging on for dear life with your parlays, you're Definitely hoping
real Manry is hoping they come out of here with a win, bro. Mims ran his butt into the camera, so he's hurt. Oh, Marvin Mims got hurt. Interesting. Okay. Touch on Broncos. What's the Suns' record? The Suns are currently 24-17. And I think, like, again, that first, I worry about the Thunder. I think it's hard to beat the Thunder if you're the 2 seed. Like, I don't, which granted, the Spurs have played very well against the Thunder this year, obviously. I don't know how the last game went, but
so the Thunder did win the last game.
So I think they're 3-1 for the series. I think, like, again, I think that would be a lit, playoff series. However that ends up being, I think the Spurs with De'Aaron Fox are very good. I like De'Aaron Fox quite a bit. I thought it was crazy they were pairing up, one of, if not the fastest players in the NBA with an alien in Wemby. I thought it was a crazy mix-up. And their rookies were elite last year. They're playing great again this year. So I think it's one of those where the Spurs, again, they just don't match up well against the Suns, which is great. I love that.
Oh, we'll take it.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Which granted, the Suns match up well against a lot of people right now because of the speed, because of the length, or because of, my bad, not the length, the speed, and the amount of time they play at a high intensity more than anything. They aren't long themselves, but they play at mock speed. When you play against the Suns and they play at mock speed for 4 quarters, bro, it is not fun to play against them because there is no chance for you. Like, you can't take a rep off. You can't take a turnover off. Like, everybody's getting back and forth more, I think. Which, again, looking at this, Devin Booker playing, Colin, Dylan, Royce, and Mark, the starters for the Suns. Miles McBride, OG Anunoby, Mikhail, Mohamed Diawara, and Dewar, I forgot how to say his last name, and Cat. All the starters for the Knicks. Obviously, you're going to see a lot of Mikhail today. They have, big aspirations. The Knicks, obviously, the Knicks every year have big aspirations. They're in New York, obviously. Everybody's going to have big aspirations out there. But it's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens this year. Like you said, Mike Brown coming out of Sacramento, now their coach. Thibodeau out. I hated Thibodeau. I thought Thibodeau was terrible for everybody. He just played the starters for 50 minutes and then expected to win games. And then at the end of the year was like, why is everybody not playing? And it was like, dude, we've played. Like, he got Mikhail.
Why did we look gassed?
Yeah, he got Mikhail and was like, dude, we could play every single game with the starters the entire time.
Just because Mikhail's never missed a game doesn't mean he should play every game.
Yeah. Like, it's pretty crazy. So I do think that the Knicks are in a better position moving forward. I think it's weird when you go from like Cat comes in with a mentality while Thibodeau's the coach. He's kind of have all these different things moving on. You change coaches, you're hoping for kind of a culture shift, which then can go good, can go bad. Knicks losers in 7 of their last 9 games. Suns have lost their last 2, both two, again, I would say, fairly good teams. The Heat, fairly good. They had a really good night shooting, came back and kind of their thing. We kind of blew it a little bit, is what it more felt like than anything. And then Pistons, obviously, up 16. Kind of expected them to come back in the second half. They did. They ended up winning that game. So we can just bounce back. Just see what we can do here.
And we're on Dylan Brooks' technical watch. He's got 15.
Yeah, so is it one more and he gets suspended?
Yeah, one more and he gets suspended.
Does he get tossed? Do you know? Does he get tossed from the game?
No.
Okay.
So it just means that the next game he's automatically suspended.
Okay.
The crazy thing about it is the next closest player, I think, is Draymond with 8. He has double.
That's insane. Which, granted, last game they did rescind one.
They did
last game
right.
Because it was a crazy technical foul. I forgot who that was that came. Apologies. Came across, just hacked him.
Yeah.
And he got called for a tech on it after like kind of pushing him, and I was like, bro, are we dead at? That's a crazy tech. So he does, he's still close though, obviously. I mean, he's still, like you said, he's still massively in the hole when it comes to him.
Battle.
Yeah, that Detroit game,
it was physical.
And I think that I think that's why Detroit is doing very well in the East, just because they do play.
100%.
They play with that dog mentality, like, bro, you ain't coming out here. Asar Thompson, obviously brother of Amin Thompson, it was pretty. I'm trying to get this correctly. Both those guys are dogs, bro. They're coming out. They are trying to fight. Suns need to get Murphy. You want to get Trey Murphy? I'm interested to see what they'll move Nick Richards. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Nick Richards.
They have to.
Because Nick Richards is a fringe starter and a great second center. So it'll be interesting to see what teams decide to do with him more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Richards is that because he's a free agent this year and the Suns can't extend him, they can't afford to extend him because they have to save money for Colin.
Oh, my God. 4th and 10. Denver 32. So they have a chance at a field goal here.
You're saying there's a chance?
One timeout. They could try and get closer to. I think there was 10 seconds left in the game, so we'll see you there. Suns win the tip, though. Book already getting to the paint. He's going to go up, get his first 2 of the game. Great to see. Great to see good movement off the rip from Book there. It'll be interesting to see, again, kind of how that progresses through the game. What we see here, Book primarily defending McHale to start the game. Cat with Royce O'Neal on him. Cat, I'm venturing to guess, going to get a lot of touches this game. Overall, it'll be interesting to see what they do. Out to the three. Knicks put up one.
I love this lineup. The matchup, between Colin and Deuce. I think that's going to be fun.
Knicks missed their first three. Goes off the front rim. Out to Dylan Brooks. Top of the three. He's looking to drive inside. Wants to go a little ISO game. Tries to wave Mark off. I think Mark's trying to figure out what he's doing. Gets over to the left side now. He's going to take a step back, too. He's going to drain that. Dylan Brooks and Booker looking to get kind of right after their couple of bad games shooting-wise for them. So
it's so funny with Brooks because before the season started, I was like, don't shoot that. Don't shoot that.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, shoot it.
Yeah,
shoot it.
Shoot the step back midi. OG Anunoby driving here on Dylan. Trying to get it to the corner now. Another three from the Knicks. They banged that one, so 4-3 the score to start, chat. Dylan Brooks bringing the ball up the court now. It'll be interesting to see, again, just how this game progresses. The movement of Book. Again, we're already drawing up plays for him, so you got to think he's at nearly full. He tries to get to his midi. It's going to get tapped. It's going to be Nick Ball after a little tap that unfortunately goes off of Colin.
There's that Deuce and Colin thing. That's going to be a great matchup all night.
Yeah, this whole game is going to be an interesting matchup. Again, I think the Knicks are a fairly similar team to the Suns, a little bit better at the center position. I think Cat is still pretty good. Royce getting ISO'd here by Cat.
Mitch is playing really
Drive
well.
inside, gets blocked away. Cat falls to the ground hard. Wanted a foul there. Colin corner gets it inside to Mark Williams. He's going to hit a spin around hook shot. 6-3. Cat still not on the screen.
Great look by Colin.
Okay, so Cat back up and fine. Mark Williams with his first points of the game. They get it to the corner again. A three here from McHale. That one's cash. 2 threes to start. It's a tie game. Suns getting theirs by way of inside the three. Knicks getting theirs by outside the three. Colin driving inside. Looking to just get back to Mark Williams. Had the chance there. A little bit of a blown fast. Steals the ball away immediately, though, from OG. Gets it out to Book. Book looking to drive inside. He wants that midi. Misses that one in and out for him. 6-6. 9:30 left in this quarter.
Tie game. Outlet. Buffalo ties it up.
My God. 6 seconds. Buffalo ties it up 30-30. Chat. Suns need to get Murphy. Dude, shout out. Dude, Trey Murphy would be kind of lit. Suns, I don't necessarily know what the Suns need. It's one of those where I don't want to mix anything, especially without Jalen. It's kind of hard to be like, oh, they need this. Knicks take their first lead after an OG inside little lay. Midi from Book there and missed one. He's starting out 1 for 3 to start the day.
I don't think the Suns make a big move because they haven't had Jalen Green. They don't really know what their team is until they get him back in. We know that they need rebounding. Of course, they need a power forward, but
yeah, and like a good power forward would be nice more than anything too. Cat with his first three of the game, Cash is in there. Not the guy you want shooting threes, especially not catch and shoot ones. 11-6 to start this game. Again, 3 threes now from the Knicks. Hopefully that cools off kind of as you get throughout this game. Colin, he's shooting his first 3 of the game, misses that one. Suns just missing shots. Great shots to take though. Can't be upset with the way the possessions are going.
They've got to be careful with turnovers tonight.
Yeah, if turnovers are going to be a big deal.
That really is going to be the key for them.
Cat going inside on Dylan, so accepting it, gets the score 13-6. Jordan not going to call his first timeout. So already seeing Cat going to work on Dylan and Royce, looking to get inside. Royce playing a little bit better of that kind of shoulder-to-shoulder defense, but Dylan kind of inviting it. Cat getting into the contact already. Going to be interesting to see. So obviously now, chat, we'll look into this Bills game. Obviously, it's 30-30. Who am I taking my money right now? The Bills have scored 20 points in the second half. I got to think you're going in with momentum.
It's Josh. I think it's just like a Josh Allen thing.
Yeah, it's going to be hard pressed. You're going to be hard pressed to compare. And again, I was telling people this year, chat, if there's one thing I'm not going to bet against, it's an MVP who could have 2. Like, I'm not going against Josh Allen. I don't care how good your defense is. If the Broncos do exit this game, though, you'll have probably the next 2 best defense in the Seahawks and the Texans. Would not have expected the Broncos to go out, though, because they do have an elite defense. That's going to be something to deal with the next coming years, especially because Bo has 3 touchdowns, chat. It's a great game from Bo. It'll be interesting to see how good the Broncos could be really good for the years coming, chat.
If the Broncos pull this game out, that Bo Nix legend.
And Bo Nix is definitely going to be in that conversation of is he better than Caleb, though both second-year quarterbacks. Caleb obviously not making the playoffs last year. Bo Nix made the playoffs last year, had an early 60-yard bomb to the Chiefs last year in their first playoff game too. So it'll be interesting to see. I think Bo's in that realm of, Definitely helped by a great defense, obviously, but not slacking either. It'll be interesting to see how Bo kind of progresses now, because he could be up there in that elite kind of young quarterback category. Unfortunately, he has to play in the AFC, and if the Chiefs are at all healthy next year, they'll probably be again a team to beat more than anything. So.
I don't know if the Chiefs can be healthy next year. Like,
yeah,
is he coming back?
Yeah, true. That's a very valid point. I don't know if he is coming back.
He's even playing next year.
Which, again, one of those two where you got to think the Chiefs are probably in that mindset of, hey, let's not rush it.
Yeah.
We won 2 Super Bowls, bro. Who cares? Right. It's not that big a deal. We don't need him back immediately. Let's give him time. And then when he does come back, it'll be like, damn, that guy's really good at football still. I feel it. Tyler Bass. You were feeling a Tyler Bass field goal. Pretty crazy. They got in the field goal range. So 40 seconds, all it took. Got in the field goal range, banged it, tie game. It'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Bo's a great game manager. Chat, you got to be a great game manager, to be fair, to win a lot of games. Obviously, Caleb Williams, kind of the opposite of that, terrible at game managing, but elite in the fourth quarter. So it doesn't really matter if you're a good game manager, too. So it'll just be these playoffs for the NFL are insane this year, chat. I'm just excited to see how the playoffs go this year. Am I praying on Seattle's downfall tonight? Absolutely. I hope they get launched out of the playoffs, chat. Do I think it's going to happen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think the Seahawks, I don't know. I said that about the Niners last week as well, and then they beat the Eagles. So I don't really know actually how good. The Niners are weird. So besides the point, back to this game though. 13-6. Suns inbounding the ball coming out of a timeout. 8:20 left in this first quarter. Con Gillespie. Let's see if we get a little bit more kind of primary ball handling here from Gillespie. We don't. We get it immediately into the half-court offense with Book. Mikhail, his primary defender, going to be a tough cover all night. Mark Williams driving inside on Cat. That's kind of where you can get your bread. You can get your bread as Mark Williams against Cat. Not the most elite defender. You're going to be tight. He's taller than Mark. He's taller than Cat too. So yeah, going to be a good matchup. Cat launching another 3. That one way off the left iron. Barely touched anything.
Great rebound by Royce. Royce is always just in the right spot.
Yeah, Royce does a good job of just being correct. Being correct in a lot of things.
There we go.
Almost
Mark.
a travel from Mark.
Needed.
Doesn't travel though. Good yam inside. Again, like I said, Mark's going to be a big factor in this game. He has the length on Cat, can play pretty good interior defense. They love to drive and then bang out to 3. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes more than anything. Royce now defending. Get it back to Cat. It's going to be a matchup where they're just going to have Cat shooting. Cat's going to have 20 shots today. Cat drive inside. Great drive. Misses the lay. They call a foul, though, on Mark Williams. Mark Williams on the ground. He's fine, though.
Yeah, he's all right.
Good drive. Who's Seattle playing? Seattle's playing the Niners, George. Seattle's playing the Niners.
And, you know, one of the great things for the Suns this year is the progression for Oso, because he gives them such a different look on defense. They can do more switching. They don't have to play drop. And Oso's such a smart basketball player. He's got a great IQ. It's been fun to watch Oso really progress.
Yeah, and I think one of the big things about players like Oso is they get into this not rhythm, but depending on the young guys love to adopt that, the mentality of the team. Again, yeah. I think Jordan Ott brings a great mentality. I think Dylan Brooks brings a great mentality. The one thing I talked about for the past kind of 2 years was that I felt like the Suns didn't have any they didn't have dudes that were dogs. They had Jay Crowder. They had Torrey Crowder. Dudes that would go out there and just be shitting on you for quarter and then go and drop, a 3 on a clutch 3 from Jay, a clutch block from Jay, a yam from Torrey Craig. And I felt like that was lacking the past couple of years. They bring in Dylan Brooks. You bring in some young talent. Oso's just going to quickly adopt that. I'm going to the rack. Ryan Dunn, we've seen him fly. There's just parts of the team that I think are going to continue to grow. Oso with the ball now. Grayson Allen coming off the bench today. Had a starting spot in the past 2 games. He's going to launch his first 3 off the front rim. I like it, though. I'm fine with Grayson taking 3s, Chad. I'm never going to be upset.
All day long.
Had the step back, had the space. Take it, baby.
It's been a long time as an OG Suns fan since we've had a team that isn't considered soft.
Yeah.
So to have a team where we know that this team isn't soft, I love it.
Oso with the steal on Cat, going to work against Dylan. Dylan playing the body, Oso playing the ball. Good job there by the Suns just to stop that kind of rhythm that Cat was having. Dylan Brooks with his first 3 of the game. He misses that one off the front rim. Ball tipped back out by Oso to Book.
And also 6 steals last game. The dude's
he's just throwing the body around right now. Book with his first 3 of the game, misses that one. So Suns, unfortunately, get another rebound though. Royce on that one, like you said, just in the right spot. Oso over to Grayson. Grayson looking to go to work on OG. Bangs it out to Dylan. He's wide open for a 3. Cashes in. Too many opportunities given by the Knicks there. again, like I said, Chad, no shots have been bad from the Suns so far. They just haven't made some more than anything. 11-15 though.
And crashing the boards offensively has been their calling card all season. You know, Jordan Goodwin's been amazing at it, but that's been the difference from when we see that there's like a little bit of a downside in the shooting. They just crash the offensive boards, and it's been a huge difference maker.
Already seeing sorry, not to cut you off, already seeing some beef between Dillon Brooks and Cat though. Dillon Brooks getting laid out by Cat on that last shot, little midi from the Knicks there, from their point guard. I think it's Diawara. I don't remember how to say his name, but
and you love that he's already getting under his skin.
Chad, I mean, Dillon Brooks is the epitome of I hate that guy when he's not on my team, obviously. I love Chad. I like to, people's calling me the Dillon Brooks of TikTok right now, okay? That's what I like to be called. Grayson Allen, him shooting a 3 again. Misses that one, all good. He'll get the rust off, Chad. I ain't worried. Cat already obviously being annoyed, though. Just want to continue to see that turn into good defensive possessions there. Good job by Book, calling him little. Says, you little, Diawara. Love to see that, chat. Book just throwing the hips into Diawara. He throws the ball out of bounds. Good job just, kind of transition defense. Play the body. Don't let him just go to the rack. Landry Shamet subbing in.
The ghost of Landry Shamet is in the game.
Landry Shamet subbing in, chat. That's a tech on Cat. They got a tech on Cat there. Love to see it, chat. Love to see it. Book going to work. Gets it out to Grayson now. Another wide open 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Royce. He gets it to Book. He shoots a 3. Cash is in finally. Just put the circle in the other circle. 17-14 there. Believe there's a timeout here by the Knicks. So again, Chad, like I said, I mean, obviously it's a 3-point game. Knicks ahead. Suns could easily be ahead a little bit more, just if a couple more shots fall. And Royce probably with, I think, 3 rebounds already. Suns getting a lot of 3s up. That was a big question mark going into the season, was how many 3s will the Suns shoot?
Can they hit?
Will they adopt it? Right. Obviously, it felt like last year I thought it was weird. Katie didn't shoot more 3s. I thought it was Book had an off year from 3 last year. Kind of had a rough start to this year shooting 3. Got out of that slump in that 100%. Little run they had before this big road trip, and it seems like just get the confidence back. Start shooting the 3 more. Grayson obviously opening up what they can do at 3. Royce opening up what they can do at 3. Obviously, we had those guys the past couple of years, but in a much smaller role. They weren't allowed to shoot as much with KD on the team. It was KD and Book are going to shoot the ball. Royce and Grayson, you guys are going to get to shoot, but KD needs to have the majority of these shots more than anything.
And this is the Jordan Ott effect. Like, he came in and gave everybody confidence at the beginning of the season, preseason, told them, I want you to shoot. And Goodwin, he went on a podcast recently and they were asking him, like, why are you playing so well? This is a guy that was cut by the Lakers, washed out in Phoenix after the Beal trade.
And disliked by the Lakers.
Yeah, right. And comes here and such a difference maker. And they said, like, why? And he was like, Coach just said, like, I want you to shoot it. You're not getting yanked if you shoot and you miss. I want you to shoot. Everybody's got that confidence from Ott, and I think it's changed so many players' trajectories this year.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, I think last year, a big thing about Arizona sports in general is the lack of development of talent, both in, across all the sports.
Great point.
Coyotes were a big part of that. Like, they had a lot of guys that were really good in college or, abroad and just came in, kind of felt like they didn't develop. Big coaching problem. Cardinals, massive problem the past 9 years of football. It just feels like they can't develop anybody for the most part. Obviously, this year, a little bit different. This year, they did develop guys. Trey McBride's been a surprise story. I think that's a little bit more drafting. Obviously, football, you can come in as a college freak and be pretty freaky in the NFL too. Basketball, one of those where we kind of traded away the guys we had developed. Got Cam, got McHale, traded them away. Brought in guys that should have been in less of a need of development with KD, with Beal. Kind of Royce has been a vet for a bit too. And I think that's been like you said, I think they brought in good vets in Jordan. Jordan Goodwin's not necessarily an old vet yet, but has been in for a while. Yeah. Brought in Dillon, who, again, isn't old, but has played for a while. They brought in a lot of those types of guys, and then they brought in a difference maker in Ryan Dunn, who can go out there and just guard, probably 1 through 4 at this point. I wouldn't say you can guard centers yet, but 1 through 4 at this point, basically. Yeah, 1 through 4. And then you bring in Dillon Brooks, probably 1 through 5, unless it's a massive big, he can guard Cat in this game. It's not that big a deal. Smaller 5s like Brooks is going to take care of a lot of the time. Yeah. So they bring in a lot of that veteran talent, veteran understanding and teaching. And then they bring in youth coaching. Jordan Ott, one of the youngest ones in the NBA currently. And, questionable hire by a lot of the outside media. Matt Ishbia said, hey, I trust my guy. I think he's going to do well. Obviously, benefiting that with that on the court. Landry Shamet with the ball. Dylan Brooks, his primary defender. Landry Shamet going inside, gets a tough lay.
Shamet with
Chat. Odds Shamet goes off against us. Real quick, the Bills had the ball. They punted it. I'll wait till a break, chat. Brook with it, top of the 3. Oso going to the paint. Going to be a foul on Mitchell Robinson there. Just laid out Oso.
Way to go, Oso.
I am interested to see. Mark Williams is... It's tough because I like Mark. Mark has struggled quite heavily against the elite centers of the NBA. Jaren Jackson giving him problems. Cat, I don't really think he's going to give him too many problems if he plays, but also is more athletic. I could see that is a big thing that Ott has talked about is I do not care how much money you make or who you are. If you're better at playing against someone, bro, you're going to play.
It's merit-based. Yeah, 100%. It's merit-based.
Book bringing it inside after the inbound after that foul on Mitchell. Gets it out to Dylan Brooks. Another open 3. Misses that one. I think went off the side iron. Didn't airball, but again, kind of short. Dylan Brooks just short on a lot of his shots today. Jordan Goodwin going to get a foul there. Jordan Goodwin standing over him a little bit, says Landry. Landry and Jordan, I think, were kind of in that same boat prior to this year.
Yeah.
Feel like Jordan was kind of that same, like, I don't really know what he does. Especially, granted, Chad, I'm going to shit on everybody who plays for the Lakers all the time. I was definitely trashing Jordan Goodwin last year for sure. But I like him on my team instead, chat, more than anything.
So Yabusele is in the game now, which it's important. I think it's interesting to look at this guy because this is a potential trade candidate for the Suns. They have to move off Nick Richards because they're not going to extend him in the summer. And this is a guy that has been floated as a rumor that maybe is coming to the Suns for Richards.
Devin Booker. Dylan Brooks drove inside, missed it, got blocked away. Devin Booker now with it after the offensive rebound. He's looking to go to work. Getting doubled immediately, though. Going to be a steal there.
No
foul. And they give it, almost right back. It's going to, I think that's got to be Suns ball. Out on Mikal Bridges. Good job, Jordan, just showing that effort. Bad pass from, I think, Mikal to start that kind of sequence, and then inevitably ends up being Suns ball. No need to challenge there from the Knicks. Too early to be doing that type of stuff. I just think that in general, Yabusele, again, I think the Knicks are going to throw a lot out tonight. They're going to try a lot of stuff to try and get there. Book with a midi, misses that one. Book just a little off today. 1 of 4 so far, maybe 1 of 5 if I'm missed one shot. Had to turn over the possession before and then misses that one.
We've seen this from this team before too, where in the first half they're just a little cold.
A little lackluster.
Yeah, and then the third they come out and just absolutely drill it. So I'm not worried.
No, not at all. 5-point game here too. Again, you got to think this is good defense there from Oso. I call it foul on Oso. I thought it was great defense from Oso.
The Landry Shamet whistle is real.
More whistles for Landry than for Book so far, which is always insane. Chad, I've posted a video about that as well. Obviously, Devin Booker, I would say the most disrespected individual in all of the NBA when it comes to talent, like comparison in talent. Isn't even top 16 in All-Star voting right now, which is insane. Partially on us is Arizona, Phoenix fans, but at the same time, insane that bro just does not get recognition that he deserves. I mean, I don't know a more loyal player off the top of my brain than Book.
Where do we think this team would be if Book was not playing? I mean,
in this game specifically, or like throughout the year?
No, throughout the season.
I think if Book was, kind of had the normal, like 20 games or 15 games he misses this first half of the season. I mean, I definitely think they're losing probably like 70% of those big games. They're losing to the Thunder. They're losing to the Wolves. They're losing to probably that first game against the Knicks. They're losing like a lot of those close. I think they would be close in a lot of those big team games, but losing most of them more than anything.
We saw the problem against Detroit where in the fourth quarter, we just didn't, like when you don't have Book's gravity, it's the other team is capable of really shutting you down.
100%. And George said in here, I think the 10 seed. I think that'd be fair. Like I don't think they still wouldn't be bottom of the barrel. They would have beat every bad team still for the most part. Like
they work too hard.
They work too hard to lose to the bad team because the bad teams do just check out. Even if the games are close, they just check out and it's just like and they just can't go get a bucket and stuff. So Book over to Jordan. A little bit of an awkward set here. Get it back to Book up top. Getting a pick from Oso. Gonna be a foul on Oso there. Don't know if he did push him, but
sold that one.
I do think Mikal got maybe a light tap on the back, but not enough to fall over. I don't think. But I do think 10 seed's probably fair. Probably fair. Real quick, 3rd and 11 for Buffalo at the 36. They've traded the ball back and forth now. The Bills started with it. They didn't get anything. Broncos got it. They didn't get anything. So now the Bills currently have it on 3rd and 11. So field goal wins the playoff game currently, I believe, Chad. I could be incorrect. But the Bills are going to possibly punted here anyways. So be interesting. I saw at one point the Broncos were on their own 7, so I don't know what happened. I ventured to guess they punted. The Bills punted to them. So 14-22 here. I'm always a big fan of and how do you end quarters as well. So let's just see how the Suns end this quarter. I'm not gonna lie, surprised he didn't take that lay there. Midi here from the Knicks, gonna be a little strong. 2 big dudes down there. It's gonna be Nick Ball after the offensive rebound. Mitchell Robinson and couldn't tell who else was down there, but
I think it was Oso, but it's just boxed out.
Yeah, Mitchell, Oso, and just big dudes out there on the court right now. I'm not gonna lie. Ryan Dunn's out there.
Yeah. The Knicks
Oso,
have so much length.
So much length. Another offensive rebound after a missed layup. 4 dudes down there. Ends up being Nick's ball after they get an offensive rebound. Sun's saying
disapproves.
Sun's saying to challenge it. I don't know if you need to challenge an out of bounds call in the first quarter, especially after you haven't gone a rebound. There's no, he's kind of sold on this possession anyways.
Jordan Clarkson.
White boy inside tries to get it to Mitchell. Ball scramble. They call it Nick's ball again. Right, 3 loose balls called in the Knicks direction. Probably a good amount of them correct. Is Oso more of a 4 than a 5 to y'all? He's probably borderline. If Oso was your 4 and you had an elite center, though, you'd have a pretty insane 4.
Yeah, I don't think Oso has the shooting chops to be a 4. But
yeah, inbound by the Knicks is turned over. By the way, after all of that, Grayson Allen wants to pull, gets it out to Oso. Yeah, if he had a somewhat of a mid-range game, it'd be different.
Right.
If he gets that push shot to go more often,
he
could be that. Get it out to Book, top of the 3. He's going to drive on OG. Get it out to the corner. 3-point from there. Cash it in.
Yep.
Good movement there, chat. If Ryan Dunn became like a 35% 3-point shooter, bro.
We don't need Trey Murphy.
Dude, yeah, it would be insane. It would be insane. Points off TOs tonight. The Knicks currently with 0. The Suns currently with 9. Want to keep that going throughout the night, though. That'll continue to just balloon into more and more. No field goals in the last 3 minutes for the Knicks, though. Another turnover by the Knicks there. Good defense by Jordan Goodwin, playing the body. Oh, God. Try to get an alley-oop to Ryan Dunn. Grayson puts it up. Going to miss that one. Awkward possession. Probably could have just taken a little bit of time there. Minute 30 left in this. 22-17. Little kind of semi-hook shot. Weird little push shot from Jordan Clarkson. Going to make it 24-17 here. Ryan can be Murphy. Fact. That's what George just said.
Yeah.
As you said it, he said it. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 20. Bills have the ball. Don't know how that happened. 3rd and 11. They converted. Oso now with it. Playing a little bit of the ball handle. Book. Pump fake. Drives inside on Mitchell. Great lay there from Book. No whistle. Surprise, surprise. 19-24. Probably a foul there. Looked like he had his hand on his hip.
But like you said, how do we finish the quarter? Let's see.
Minute left. Yeah, continue to force these.
Good defense.
Oh, I thought they called a foul on it for a second. Jordan Clarkson with it. That's a bucket getter. Cashes in on a throw the ball up type of thing because he wanted a foul.
Yeah, he was really foul baiting there.
Not a bad defensive possession. Just unfortunately, Jordan Clarkson can shoot the ball from literally anywhere on the court, actually. Suns going 3 of 10 from 3. 3 more shots attempted from 3 than the Knicks, but 1 less make. Looking to go 2 for 1 here. 27-19. Could make it as close as a 4-point game. Going to be a foul on the white boy from the Knicks. Don't know what his name is. I'm just going to call him Kolek. Heard. I'm just going to call him white boy the rest of the game just because I think it's funny. Not a great foul there. Oh, that's the... we bang 2 threes. We put him into a zone. That's barbecue chicken.
Yeah, that's our emo boy.
yeah. 19-27. Suns getting the side out here. Was actually a foul. Cowlick. Heard, chat. Broncos now have the ball on their own 47, by the way. 7 and... So what? Did they just go to another OT if they don't score? Is it just another OT because they can't go tie games, obviously? I don't actually know what happened, chat. Don't think it's going to happen. I'm just wondering. 19-27. Side out here. They put Grace. They had Jordan on it to start. They put Grayson on it now. They get it inside to Book. Gets tapped out of his hands to the corner. Another 3 from Ryan. Oh, is it Jordan? My fault. It was from Jordan. Misses that one. They're going to have a short 2 for 1. About 4 or 5 seconds between shot clock and game clock. So they'll have another chance, but basically have to have a clean rebound and immediate set to get down there to do it.
Book is not afraid of Cowlick.
Bringing it down the court here. Double team, soft double team on the McHale. They get it to Kolek. He puts up a awkward floater. They get the rebound. They get the ball back. They do call a foul, though. Or is it shot clock violation?
Well, I think Mitch got
little hacked on the Jordan Goodwin trying to steal the ball. No need to challenge here or anything like that. Just, you got to rebound. You got to rebound cleanly. But again, this is kind of what I was worried about. If you were trying to go 2 for 1, take too much time, you end up with 5 seconds. If he misses the second free throw, you're, again, fighting for a clean rebound to try and throw a ball up. New rule this year, obviously, you can just throw the ball up, though.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Don't affect your shooting percentage. Odd change, but love to see it.
Does anyone else get Dexter vibes from Jordan Knott sometimes?
Just look-wise?
Yeah, just like that stare, that empty stare off into
He definitely has an empty stare, like, I feel like 90% of the time. They'll, like, cut to him, and he's
I'm not calling him a serial killer.
No.
I'm just saying
But
that
if he
there's,
was, you could see his photo pop up, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that guy looks like a serial killer
Bay
for
Harbor
sure.
Butcher.
Throw a little like cut on the top of his like eyebrow from when they arrest him, and you're like, dude, that guy looks like he kills people for sure. 27-19, 5 seconds left. Mitchell Robinson, second free throw, absolute brick. That was probably I would hope on purpose, because that was terrible.
And
Look,
again,
from half court, little short. Gonna be an air
Good
ball
win
there.
again with that rebound.
Yeah. Again, like we said before, we've seen this before. This isn't the most insane start to a game for the Suns, kind of coming out slow, missing shots, but, having great shots. And then, Jordan Knott probably, hey, what are we doing? Figure it out. Go out there, work hard. What are we doing? Why are we allowing these offensive rebounds? Offensive rebounds are a big part of can sometimes be an Achilles heel for the Suns. That and TOs, where you're just like, okay, you guys got to go out there and rebound. They don't have them, again, like you said, they don't have the most elite rebounding, so it's just it's a point of emphasis for a lot of teams. When they don't allow it, though, and they don't turn the ball over, they put themselves in a great position.
100%.
I'm just excited to see, again, kind of how this game progresses, again, out in Madison Square. Like you said, Madison Square Garden, hard to win at in general. This is not a throwaway game by any means more than anything.
No. We were talking earlier, like there's a little bit of an element of a trap game here because Brunson and Hart are both out.
Yeah, Brunson being out, big deal.
Yeah.
Colin Gillespie and him played Villanova, I believe.
Yeah. Colin's had such a hard journey to get to where he's at. That's what I love so much about that tenacity that he's had with the injuries, and then he was out of the league, and then to come back the way he did, and to now be getting all his flowers. I love it.
Yeah, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. I had a Chick-fil-A delivery last year, okay, to the Sun Stadium. They were doing like an event there, okay. Colin Gillespie has the flag up, like all the teams have like the flags up for the players. Not gonna cap. I asked my buddy I was there with, like, why does Colin Gillespie have a flag if he doesn't play for the Suns, like, ever? I mean my words now, because he's been kind of disgusting this year. He had a couple bouts of like pretty nuts last year as well. And again, I think it's one of those things where the Suns are still, I think, in that realm where they're trying to figure out like point guard just overall. Like, Book has done a good job of kind of taking that role this year, but you can obviously see there's times when it's like, I want him to just shoot the ball. I don't want him to have to playmake or anything like that. I think the Suns are definitely, with Chris Paul kind of going on the whatever you would count him, just not being on a team. I think there were plenty of Suns fans who were like, hey, go get him. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've lost 2 games in a row, yes, but they were 24-15 before that, and that was with Book basically playing point guard 90% of the games.
Point Book has worked. I think Colin is
Suns without a free throw in the first quarter, by the way.
Shocker.
So, surprise.
Shocker.
Surprise. You're going to say, though, my bad, just Point Book you were talking about.
No, I just think that Point Book has worked this year. He's done a good job. You have Jordan Knott constantly saying how Book always makes the right play, whether he's doubled or whatever he's doing. Yeah, the turnovers are a little bit high, but I think Book's done a really good job of Point Book.
Suns going into like a press defense to start the quarter. They had 3 dudes on the Knicks side of the half court to start the quarter.
They were going full court.
Yeah, full court press from everyone there. That was crazy.
The only thing that lacked was them slapping the floor.
Yeah. OG Anunoby gonna get foul. They're gonna call a foul again on Grayson there. Grayson semi-disapproving, but not disapproving. Real quick. Oh, game is over. The Broncos have the ball at the 8 of the Bills side. At the 11 of the Bills side. What just happened there? It was first and goal at the 7, and then they just lost the ball or something to the Buffalo 11. So that game should be wraps, chat. Is Bo Nix better than Josh Allen? Question mark. Settle down. Josh Allen must have thrown an INT at the start of the quarter of OT. That's why they were down at the 7-yard line, because Allen threw a pick. That's pretty wild. Josh Allen is going to be slandered for the next 4 years of his life because of it. He married Haley Steinfeld. Can't be too upset. Ryan Dunn in the corner. Drives inside. Gets it back out to Grayson, who gets it up top to Jordan. Cash money.
Let's go.
The masked man, Jordan. 22-29 after that 3 for the Suns. Chiefs won. What? Chiefs didn't play? Question mark? What are we talking about? You meant Broncos? Is that what you meant, bro?
Goodwin has said he's never taken that mask off.
Heard. Hey, dude. Looking like Batman, bro.
Leave it on. Sleep in it. I don't
interesting,
care.
interesting attempt there by Oso. Didn't want to foul, so he kind of almost looked like he was trying to take a charge there, but was definitely never in position to take a charge there.
He looked like Harden on that play.
Yeah, 100%. Oso up top to Colin. Gets it out to Ryan. Good movement here by the Suns offense. Going to get it to the corner. Cash in from 3. Grayson Allen. So Suns go back-to-back threes now. Can't be upset with either of those possessions. Good movement, getting the defense rotating already off of picks of Oso. Corner here for the Knicks. OG inside, looking for a foul. Doesn't get it.
Defense.
Great defense for Grayson. Just stays straight up. Out to Grayson. He's going to pump fake, step back. Harden-esque. Cash out. 28-31. Knicks are going to need to take a timeout. The step back, the 3-step step back from Grayson, chat. Which one is it? Which one is it? There it is, chat. I couldn't remember which button it was. Cash out for Grayson, though. Like we said, first quarter, nothing surprising. So currently the ball, real quick, just to correct, the Broncos have the ball at the 5.
Not final OT.
The Broncos won.
33-30.
I wanted the Bills to win, bro. All right, well, I'm 0 for 1, chat. Let's see how I go this next game. I mean, I put the Niners not really believing they'll win, but hoping they'll win, chat. Man, would I love to go make a video about the Seahawks after tonight, chat. I would love to do that. I will not do it if they win that game, though.
I almost feel bad for Bills fans.
Bills down bad, chat. Bills down bad. Well, they lose 3 Super Bowls in a row, chat. What is the record? Yeah, dude. I mean, I could never be. Granted, my team would never get to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row. To lose it 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
The Niners got close. Niners got close to doing that. They're 2 or 3 Super Bowls that I've seen them lose this year in my lifetime so far. So, unfortunate though, I personally like Josh Allen quite a bit. I think Josh Allen's pretty lit. Chad, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted Lamar Jackson to be pretty good. I wanted Lamar and the Ravens to get further this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, wasn't gonna happen because their team just sucks overall. I say that they should have probably made the play. They should have made the playoffs.
The wheels came off.
Wheels came
Early in
off.
the season.
Yeah, Lamar was hurt. It's just so many problems. Their defense was not good.
So injured.
Again, all the Ravens fans be like, we need to go get a receiver. Then they went and gotten D-Hop, who obviously is older D-Hop, but could still catch any ball. He had an insane catch to start the year, and then they were like, how about we just never throw to DeAndre Hopkins ever again, by the way?
Well, and Flowers had a great season.
Yes, they did have a pretty good year.
You know, I don't know. I just think that there were too many injuries there.
Noah, our resident Bronco fan. Shout out Jeremy might tap into the chat as well. There goes my 100. I apologize, man. I apologize, Chad. Chad, I'm just gonna have to start rooting for the teams that I want to lose because I think I'm just like I'm probably like 95% right when I'm 95% wrong, which means I'm 5% right. And if I just switch my choices, I'd be turning that percentage on its head.
You're rooting for the Knicks?
Yeah, dude, I want the Knicks to destroy the Suns. No, I can't say that. At least. Got to be other teams. I can't be going against my team. You know what I mean? Like, I could root. I gotta hope.
Masterclass by Mikhail coming up.
I gotta hope the Seahawks just go crazy tonight, chat. I just think the Seahawks are gonna drop 50. Is Sam Darnold even playing, chat? What happened there? Honorary Broncos or Texans fan for the playoffs. Heard. Okay, I'm a big Texans guy. I just think CJ Stroud has not played good. They could win their game, though. I don't really know what's going to happen there. Now that the Bills are out of the AFC, I kind of want the Broncos to win. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big Patriots guy. Not really a big Texans guy. I think the Broncos would be fun. Last time the Broncos won, they did me a service. I hated Cam Newton, shot. I will say it outright. I hated Cam Newton when I was like 12, okay? And the Broncos just win, kind of turn that dude into a puppy in the Super Bowl. I can't be upset with how the Broncos go. Cat inside here, no foul call. Love to see it, chat. He's going to bitch about it, but it was a good no foul call. Misses the layup. Ryan Dunn bringing it down the court. So the Suns have brought this within 3, 31-28. A great job here by the Suns to just make it close coming out of the second quarter.
And after starting really strong, Cat's really fizzled.
Has fizzled a lot. Oh my God. Holy shit. Also almost ended the night for OG. Holy shit, that was a crazy take. Jordan driving inside, gets it out to Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn for three. Cash it in. It don't matter. Tie game from the Suns. Holy shit. I want 3-2. I mean, shit, that's the way it works at 31. That was insanity. 12-2 run here for the Suns. Tie the game up to start the second quarter. Love to see it. Love to see it. Kind of hoping, like we said, we've seen it before. Cat now inside trying to go to work on Jordan. He's going to lose the ball. He's going to get it back, though. He's going to lose it again. Jordan Goodwin with another steal. Jordan Goodwin been flexing on the stars of other teams the past two games. Oh, my God. Almost throw the ball out of bounds, though. Jordan Goodwin with the top left elbow, the three. He's going to step back three. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Holy shit. Did not expect that from Jordan Goodwin. Step back three.
And talking to tell him.
Step back three was crazy from Jordan Goodwin.
What you just did to him.
7 TOs for the Knicks already. No points off turnovers for the Knicks so far on the 4 that the Suns have surrendered. Kolek in the corner. He's going to shoot a 3. That's way off. I mean, not way off, but off. That's going to be a back. Was that not back? Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought it was backcourt. Kolek, I thought we would consider had possession there after the rebound. Nick saying he didn't have possession shouldn't be called. Should be a continuation of the rebound. I think you can debate both.
I think they're saying Goodwin hit it, but Goodwin's like,
oh my God.
If I would have hit it, I would have the ball.
Oh my God, Chad. Get the guns going, Chad. Get the guns going, Chad. Jordan Clarkson not happy with it. Jordan Clarkson, a pretty good addition. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty solid pickup for the Knicks to grab.
Solid pickup, but you don't want Jordan Clarkson guarding Goodwin.
My whole area is the Bills Mafia, and now I have something other than the Hail Murray to brag about. Bro, vibes, bro. Hey, Chad, I'm never gonna again, I'm not a Bills fan. I just kind of wanted them to make. I wanted Josh Allen to get some flowers and make it to the Super Bowl. The Bills will never do that, I guess, though. It doesn't matter. I don't even know what they do going into this postseason now, or into this, postseason now. What is the plan for?
I don't know.
The Bills. I don't even.
Bills, Ravens, and Vikings. Always going to be in the top of the preseason rankings, and always going to disappoint.
Drive inside here by Jordan Little. Dude, Jordan's on a heater right now, dude. Oh, my God. Dylan Brooks been sitting for a long time. Jordan Goodwin filling kind of in for his points. Kolek bringing the ball down the court again. Not confident enough to shoot a Cat with his pull-up 3. He's cashed in from 3 today. Cat probably just needs to just sit at the 3-point line and shoot 3 shot. 36-34 might get out of his slump. Josh Allen is out of Buffalo heading to the Cardinals. Dude, that'd be so funny. Will never happen, though. We will never have a quarterback like Josh Allen, chat. Jordan Goodwin just in his bag right now. Almost loses it. Gets it to Ryan Dunn, though. Ryan Dunn going to pull up 3. That's a rare thing from Ryan. Rebound inside by Mark. Oh, my God. Foul called on the Knicks. That was almost an insane 3.
You are not that dude.
That was crazy from Mark Williams. Almost made that in a dream, maybe. Yeah, facts. In only a dream, you would have Josh Allen. 36-34. Correct me if I'm wrong. First free throws for the Suns?
First 2.
Here's the first 2 free throws for the Suns today, chat. I could be wrong. We might have had 1 or 2 before, but these might be the first 2 for the night. 36-34.
Unfortunately, it's Mark Williams shooting them, so it's...
Yeah. He made one. He made one. Chat, there's one thing Oso needs to go do this offseason, chat.
Shoot free throws.
Thousands of free throws, please.
gym.
Derek Livers getting brought in right now to get his minutes for the night. Derek Livers, a little bit of length, kind of trying to figure out what he fits into for the Suns. Can go out there. He's active, young, able to kind of move side to side well.
Best team hair.
He does have elite hair. He does have an elite
he and
hair.
Yabusele
Elite hair. I'm a big braids guy. I feel like dudes with elite braids, like Dylan Brooks braids, bro, top tier. Dylan Brooks, if they make the playoffs, if he goes and gets Kolek talking to Jordan Goodwin.
All right, bring it.
White boy probably doesn't want that right now. No cap.
That's our Bane right there. He's got the mask.
Kolek, bring it down. He's just not. Yeah. Oh, dude. Jordan Goodwin's just. I'm playing defense today, Chad. Good Lord. You can't take him out of the heater, Chad, if he plays good defense. Derek Livers here.
Livers.
Good pressure.
Yep.
Gives up the inside, trying to get a lay here for the Knicks. Misses that one. Good team rebounding. Colin Gillespie bringing the ball down. That's insane. Over Mitchell Robinson. Bench coming out, throwing some effort out there, Chad. Colin Gillespie trying to get it outside. Gets it to Royce. Royce pull up 3, first for the night for him. Misses that, maybe second one. Misses that one, though. Would have loved it. They just kept cashing in from 3 like this, bro. It would have been insane.
But I love this effort by the Suns.
Kolek with his first 3 of the game. That one off the backboard. It's going to be Knicks ball. Going to be out on Colin. Cat.
Towns gives him the little
Little
love tap.
tap, love tap to Collins' chest.
You might as well have patted him on the top of the head. Like, that's so disrespectful.
That was funny. Colic inbounding this ball. So kind of a small guy inbounding the ball. Let's see if they can get it in, though.
It's because their center's parked out of the three-point line.
Yeah, Cats, they get a little easy lay there inside the paint for the Knicks. 38-36, Suns ahead. Good resurgence here to start this second quarter. 7 minutes left in it, though, so we got plenty of time. 6:45. Bench for the Suns with 20 points right now. Trying to oop it. Oh, would have been a great oop. Derek Livers fine for the rebound.
Oh.
Fortunately, Mitchell goes out and gets that one. Midi here from the Knicks. Cashes in. Tie game 38-38. No timeout from the Suns.
Nope.
Jordan not letting the bench keep going.
Ott says, I trust my boys. Let's see.
I'm not going to lie. Get the ball to Jordan Goodwin. Let Jordan Goodwin continue to shoot the basketball.
Yeah. Royce going all the way in.
Gets it out to Derek, though. Rebound here. Misses out on Mark Williams. Great rebound. Royce O'Neal with it. Now he drives inside. Got to be a foul. Thank you. Going to be a foul on Mitchell again. So that might be Mitchell's. I think that's Mitchell's second, not his third. So still fighting for, just inside position. Suns doing a lot of the drive inside, kick out, drive inside, kick out. That time, Royce goes inside, tries to get the lay. Gonna end up with free throws. Last 4 games, Royce averaging 13.6 boards and 4 assists. 44% from 3, though, Chad. That's what we love to see. The guys that we have to just shoot threes have shot at an insane clip this year so far. Yeah, that stat in that graphic they were showing, the Suns, I believe, the first team ever to have, I think, 545 threes and 400 steals.
Yeah.
I think it's the first half of the season. I think is what the stat is. Pretty insane. That's an insane collection of stats.
And it tells you, like, this team is 100% bought into what Ott wants to do.
Yeah. and again, a complete change in direction from what they were last year.
Yeah.
They were soft last year defensively, and they didn't shoot a lot of threes.
No. And the crazy thing about that is so many of these guys were on that team last year.
Yeah, it's not like a change of, it's not like they had, good contest there from Royce, but unfortunately, just a cash out 3 for the Knicks. 40-41, Knicks take the lead. Get it inside the Book. Starters back into the game now. Book going to work inside.
Working on Landry.
Oh, yeah. That's barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
42-41,
like,
Landry
please.
Shamet. Landry was just like, get this possession over with. Actually, pretty good defense from Landry, but unfortunately, it's Devin Booker shooting a mid-range shot at the elbow. So, Cat going inside. He's going to get fouled. Oh, they don't call a foul. Oh, wow. That was kind of, I feel like, one they would normally call. No foul there. Kind of a bad shot from him. Book now with Colic on him. Going to get doubled here slightly. Dylan Brooks with 3 in and out. Would have loved for that one to have fallen for Dylan. Dylan just not having shot well the past couple of games. Cat now going against Dylan. Good body there. They call the foul. Right. I think they call it on the floor, though. I don't think they call a shooting foul. I feel like that was less of a foul than the last one. But
you know what I love is that Book and Brooks both got quite a bit of time. Just
a lot of time to rest. Yeah. And they got the lead back.
Right.
Like the Suns fought back to get the lead.
Yeah, the bench mob is a lot of times where we make that run because we're just a deeper team.
And the Suns, I do feel like the bench, again, they just work hard. Like, yes, they shoot and make a lot of threes, which some people would say is a lack of, it takes a lack of not as much effort. But they go out and they went on a 12-2 run to start this quarter. I mean, there's not much you can say about the Suns that is just, a lack of effort. OG with a 3 here, cashes in. So Knicks they are cashing in from 3 tonight. They are cashing in from 3. Timeout here from the Suns. Jordan Knott probably gonna bring that up. Hey, we got to close out. But again, can't be upset with where the game's at right now.
One of the things about this defense is there's no one to pick on.
No,
there really isn't. Like
Colin Gillespie sometimes, but that's literally it.
Yeah, like we don't have a pigeon. We don't have a Luka to go after.
Yeah,
to switch where they just switch.
And even Colin is still going to give you work. Like you're still going to work against Colin. You're not just gonna catch and shoot. You're not just gonna pull up. If you want to drive on Colin, he's gonna throw a body on you, and you're gonna have to do more. You're gonna have to go through him to get a bucket. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let me know what you guys think. Chat. Some of you guys hopping in here after the Bills Broncos game. You guys let us know what you think of that game. Do you think the Broncos will make it further? I'm gonna get clowned on social media because I said the Bills are gonna win. Again, they probably should have won the game. I venture to guess that. Someone fill me in. Did Josh Allen throw a pick at the 10-yard line? That's what it seemed like happened in OT. It seemed like they got down there. The Broncos had the ball at their own 7. I ventured to guess something had happened or they punted there. I don't believe Josh Allen had two INTs going into OT. So let me know what happened there, Chad. I don't know exactly what happened there, but I eventually guess that's what happened. So be interesting to see the slander that man gets for the next year and a half. And again, I'm never going to trust chat. They lost me this year. I don't trust the Bills anymore to do anything.
You can't.
I can't. Yeah, I can't buy into the Bills. Again, I always go for the MVPs, previous MVP. Who's going to win MVP this year, you think, for the NFL, chat? What do you think, Matt? Who do you think is winning MVP? May and Stafford, I feel like, are the only two.
Yeah, I thought I knew before the playoffs started, and now I don't have any idea. I don't know.
I feel like the Stafford losing to the Falcons was pretty bad for it. It was pretty bad for his stock. I do think Drake May will probably win it. I do think it'll be probably one of the I would say the easiest MVPs. They have not played anybody. I do think it's fair to bring up the Patriots had not played anybody. Granted, you play who you have to play. It's not their problem.
Right.
But at the same time, I do think that plays a factor into the their record this year. And inevitably, I do think Drake May probably makes sense to win MVP. Their team was the second highest record in the AFC. He was much better than Bo Nix, and I don't obviously Sam Darnold's not getting it. Brock Purdy's not going to get it. Matthew Stafford was kind of the only candidate towards the end of the season. I thought Baker would have a case for it. They tanked, obviously. So I do think that Drake May will probably win it because Matthew Stafford lost against the Falcons. If they beat the Falcons, it'd been different. But
it's not supposed to matter into the playoffs. It's supposed to be, regular season. But I think it does affect it.
Yeah, now that they beat Allen too.
Yeah.
I think there's some part of it that'll be like, Drake May was actually the only great quarterback this year, other than Matthew. I think Stafford had a couple bad games, but has been nuts. It's just I don't think you can lose to the Falcons and be considered for it more than anything. Just because they also lost because they didn't score. They've had a couple games where they don't score. The Seahawks have kept them in wraps and stuff too. So it'll just be one of those where I think that Drake May wins it, which isn't bad. He'll be, I think, one of the youngest MVPs ever. I don't know the youngest MVP ever in NFL, but he will be one of the youngest ever. So
Seahawks up 7-0. This is an 0-for-2 night.
I hate.
However, the 49ers 3rd and 1 at Seattle's 40. So let's see.
McHale getting a little middy there. 46-42. Starters are going to need to come out more than anything and start to cook. Where they think the Suns starters are getting outdueled by the Knicks starters so far. Cat with a couple of threes, a couple of midi shots. Mark's going to get stolen from behind. Knicks slow it down. He's going to shoot a 3, though. Cash it in. They are cashing from 3 today, chat.
Rough.
One of those where you got to think they were going to do something different. They have been shooting a ton of 3s tonight.
I had a feeling Deuce was going to go off tonight with Jalen out.
And Deuce is one of those where, again, he's a backup point, but does have the opportunity to just go kind of nuts. He's playing for, a big contract. No foul called there. Probably got tapped in the hand. Mark Williams, good rebound, though. Going to get the ball and get the little easy 2 on the rebound. 44-49. See how they close out the quarter. Close out the half.
See, don't you love having Mark there? Because Nurk would not have hit that.
Nurk wouldn't have. DA would have just watched the rebound.
DA wouldn't have been on the same.
Nick might have got it. Nick might have gotten it, though. Yeah. Bad passing here from the Knicks. They continue to hold the ball, though. OG for 3. Not the guy you really want shooting 3s, but they missed that one. See if it cools him down a little bit. Derek Livers bringing it up the court. Extended minutes here for Derek with the starters.
He's such an energy guy.
Look out to Dylan. Dylan shooting another 3. See if he can cash in. Just off line today for Dylan so far. 2 of those falling. Suns are up right now. So Dylan just looking to get a little bit of a touchback. Probably needs to go back inside, get some free throws, put the ball in the bucket, and just try and get out of the slump. Another 3 for McHale here. He's going to miss that one a little long off the back iron. Dylan now in transition. Trying to drive inside. Gets it inside to Royce. Good lay there. Good job by Dylan. Good eyes on the back of his head. Knew Royce was next to him. 46-49 the score. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Suns have cooled off shooting-wise. Jordan Gooden with a massive spurt there in the middle of the second quarter.
But that's what we asked the starters to do, was that play right there.
100%. Literally immediately what I said after was that he need to go inside. Derek Livers tries to get the rebound. Going to be a
energy hustle play. Gets the jump ball.
Livers going up against, I believe, OG in this jump ball.
All right, so Knicks get the ball.
Dylan drive inside. Good pass. Easy lay. Could have been Chad, you go up and tap dude's hips. I feel like we could call for that all the time. I don't think it was a foul, but if we're calling fouls on the hips, that was a foul on Royce. Is what it is, though. 46-49.
What are those braids you're talking about?
Yeah, dude. When he was on the Rockets, he had the R braided into his hair, and then when he was on the Memphis, I think he had the. Did he have the Memphis logo? He did something for Memphis on the side that was nuts. But then, dude. When they get braids done that are like dope, I'm like, dude, this is sick to watch. Almost win it. It wasn't against OG. Yeah. 3 from the Knicks here. So the Knicks have come out and just said, we're just going to shoot 53s tonight. That was contested, just pulled up in his face. Look with it. Gets a pick from Oso. Trying to drive inside, get him on his hip. He's going to get the foul, though. Like I said, just literally have done the 3 things I said. Drive inside, get a layup, shoot some free throws. Not in the bonus yet. Not in under 2 minutes. So if the Knicks do foul after the 2 minute, they do go straight into the bonus chat. But nobody in bonus yet. A pretty clean game for the most part.
Really, it has been.
Hasn't been a ton of stoppages.
No, the refs have really let him play, which I prefer.
Yep.
I think the Suns prefer that because they play a physical game anyway.
Yeah, and in those games where like that last the Thunder game they won, I feel like refs kind of put the whistles away. They're like, all right, you're not gonna get called, Shea. Sorry, bud. The Pistons game obviously was a little testy kind of in the second quarter, second half. They came out, just allowed the guys to play. There wasn't a lot of shit talking either. So the Suns definitely want to play into the physicality of basketball. Unfortunately, they just aren't allowed to sometimes. But today, almost a steal here for the Suns. Colin almost able to corral that one. 48-49, book bangs both free throws.
But I love the effort there by Colin. That's the other thing about this team is they don't quit on a play, ever.
That Grayson play against, who was that?
Mikal. It was against this team.
Oh, it was against the Knicks, yeah. Foul called on the Suns there. I didn't really think anybody even swiped at the ball.
No, but Dylan's on the court, so they're just going to call.
Facts, yeah, facts. Doesn't really matter what occurs. Nope. Like 48-49. Don't believe the Knicks, I believe, are in the bonus now. I believe that put them into bonus.
We need to check these refs' FanDuel accounts because I know that there's a bet on Dylan getting his
last tech of the day. Next tech. Chad, I wouldn't be surprised. I do think there have been times where a lot of the techs, to be fair, are warranted. I don't think the techs have been egregious. The last tech that they did take back was an egregious one.
There are some where I thought he should have gotten a tech and didn't. So,
which I think some of the difficulty for me is that they don't call techs on like other stuff. Like, dude, there are plenty of times I see dudes just screaming at refs, screaming, and they don't get a tech. And like again, I think a lot of Dylan Brooks' techs have been fair. I just don't think that they fit the parameters for what I think is a tech. Other people just don't get them more than anything. 100%. Luka goes out there and is just shitting on refs, which again, I think he did. Oh, damn. Cat laying out. They call it foul.
It's Grayson. We know Grayson's going to take that.
Yeah, and Grayson definitely, Grayson over the last couple of years of his career has kind of wiped away the dirty, questionable. The dirty tag that got put on him. He definitely. I mean, Chad, I didn't like Grayson on the Bucks. I thought Grayson went out of his way to do stuff. Where's he at? Was he at Duke?
Yeah.
Him at Duke obviously had some like Grayson Allen for 3 real quick.
Oh, so close.
Almost rebounded by the Suns, but he's kind of eliminated that. He definitely just puts his body on the line all the time now. Another 3 for the Knicks. Gonna miss that one. Long rebound. OG almost a travel. Drive inside by Jordan. Oso on him, not the guy you really want to drive on. He's athletic enough to get everywhere. Again, not a guy to drive on. Dylan Brooks now. Deuce with it up top. Driving on Book. Little push shot. OG with a rebound. Going to get the yam. Yeah. Count it a poster on Oso.
They had that bad matchup because they had switched over and Colin was on him.
That rebound went right back to him as well. Going to be a foul on McHale. That puts us in bonus now as well.
Which is interesting because I thought that was a bit of a moving screen on the Suns. But whatever, I'll take it.
Screens are tough, too. I feel like screens are one of those plays that refs struggle. Nope. I don't know. Book seems confused about something. I don't really know. 4 of 9 tonight. Nothing too crazy. Kind of started out with that. The first bucket of the night was Devin Booker. Started out 1 of 3, kind of just trying to find it. And he's, shooting 4 of 9. Can't miss free throws, though. Yeah, can't miss free throws.
That was the other thing about the game with Detroit is we missed a lot of free throws.
They missed a lot of free throws. We missed a lot of free throws. They just happened to, again, we shot ourselves in the foot in that game. Again, no Book, a little bit different, but we did shoot ourselves. We could have we should have beat the Pistons, to be fair.
We should have.
Which would have been crazy. Which, again, I think is why I think it's interesting to think about Jalen Green come back. Mikhail driving inside on Oso. He's going to shoot a midi. Close to being they call a foul? I mean, it sure as hell seemed like,
Grayson's not having it.
I thought Grayson was getting held down and they were putting the ball back up. If not, the ball wasn't past the rim yet. I thought there was a lot of stuff that could be questioned on that play. 49-53. They do I believe take a timeout to review it.
Yeah.
I don't rock with challenges, but
what I like about this is that I like that when a player is that adamant about it, that Ott has his back and says, okay.
Ott does go out. Yeah. Ott does challenge a lot of time when they say it. He does wait a second, and he's saying he does wait a second, and they called it a foul. I don't know Grayson's foul problems right now, but I would venture to guess that if that's Grayson's third, they might be like, all right. And Grayson was like, Grayson was very adamant.
It's the end of the half. Like this is a good spot where if you can get a little bit of a momentum change, take it.
Seahawks currently up 7-0. They're at San Fran's 26. Niners with no points so far. Let's look at the box score real quick. Brock Purdy, 2 of 3. Christian McCaffrey for 11 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 2 carries for 7 yards. So I think the Niners have probably, which granted, it's only 9:27. So this probably is just this. They've only had one possession probably. If the Seahawks scored, they probably took off, 3 minutes. The Niners probably went 3 and out. If there's only, 3 passes and 2 carries for McCaffrey, maybe got 1 first down. But I'd venture to guess that Niners have only had 1 possession. 3rd and 1 at the Niners 21. 1st and 10 now at the Niners 20. All right, let's look at this here. Yeah, no, I don't think that's a foul.
No.
Let's look at this. Hey, he's holding Grayson's arm.
Yeah, he's holding him down.
He's fully holding Grayson's arm.
I don't think that you can call this on the Suns. Grayson certainly didn't think so. We got an interesting NBA game too with Timberwolves and Spurs.
Okay.
26-24 Spurs lead. Just started the second quarter.
All right, okay. Spurs looking to kind of continue to put a little bit of buffer between them and the rest of the, obviously underneath the Thunder, but putting a buffer between them and everybody else, basically.
Yeah, and the Wolves have been kind of on a tear lately, so this would be nice for the Suns to be able to, if they can pull out a win here, to continue to start to move up.
Yeah, eke up. I do think they want to be outside. They should be trying to get that 6th seed this year.
Yeah.
They need to be the 6th seed this year if they want to continue kind of, building.
Yeah.
Because, again, honestly, if they tank the rest of the season, it would be sad. But I would think, what is going on with the camera?
Yeah.
50-53. Grayson makes his first free throw. God, Grayson had 3 blocks last game, dude. My God.
So successful challenge and a foul call, and they get two shots out of it.
Foul call on Jordan Clarkson. We're in bonus, so we get the 2 free throws. He bangs both and makes it a 2-point game. Minute 12 left in this half. Get it outside to Jordan. Jordan able to make a shot anywhere. Get it to Cat, though. He's extended out on the 3.
Oso's not scared. Love it.
Get it back to Jordan. Now they switch, though. Oso on Jordan Clarkson. Good.
Oso. Oh, I thought it was a block.
I did too. Unfortunately, Oso not arguing it either. Again, Oso's going to develop. I'd chat out. Oso and man, bro. Like, dude, they're center. Oh!
That was pretty clean, brother.
He pulled the chair. Oh, I don't know.
Clean.
He missed. Ball don't lie. Ball does not lie. BDL, baby. Dodgers are ruining baseball. Hell yeah, June. F the Dodgers. FLA, okay? You can say whatever you want. Dude, FLA, bro. F the Dodgers.
You like that Arenado move?
I did. I think they needed someone at third base, especially after trading Eugenio. Yep. I think some people think that Arenado is going to be like all-star Arenado. He didn't have a great year last year, but he'll just be good defensively. They just need someone, and it allows Jordan Lawler and Blaze to go do other stuff more than anything.
And St. Louis is paying for a lot of his salary. So
yeah. I mean, they traded literally nothing to get Nolan more than anything too, which was crazy. When it came out and it was like, yeah, we traded Jack Ryan, like a prospect we drafted a couple years ago. Oh my God, Devin Booker looking to go to work, gets doubled, gets it out to Grayson, finds the open man, cashes in, tie game again, chat. Tie game again. Suns just cashing out on threes in this quarter.
That's what we talked about. Just end the quarter well.
Yep, it's all about how you finish quarters a lot of time in the NBA. If you can stop the run and get a good run going into half, kind of come out, you know what adjustments you need to make too. 20 seconds, so Suns will get the ball back if they can corral a rebound. Mikhail with it, gets Oso on him. They get it outside to OG, just a miscommunication there. They miss the three. Oso goes up and gets it.
No.
Foul on Dylan Brooks? I don't know about that foul. Yeah, you can argue with the wall if you don't think the Dodgers are ruining baseball, bro. Oh, the Mets pay enough money. Yeah, dude, guess what? Nobody wants to go play for the Mets. Let's go play. Oh, the Mets are spending so much money. Yeah, dude, they missed the playoffs. The Dodgers just won back-to-back chips, and we're going to sign Kyle Tucker? Yeah, dude, you can expect a lockout next year.
Yeah.
Owners are going to be fed up after this season. I think it's asinine for Dodger fans. I think it's not ridiculous what they're doing, though. Oh, your owners need to go spend money. Bro, it's L.A.
Yeah. We're against small markets?
Yeah.
What, you think the Royals are going to be able to compete?
Yeah. Their owners are billionaires. Yeah, dude, guess what? A billionaire doesn't make money by supporting a dog shit team.
Yeah, it's not the same.
They didn't become billionaires because they were like, let's just throw money at shit.
When you have that big of a market, you can actually make a lot of the money back on merch.
They literally could be the worst team in the MLB for the next 15 years, chat, and they would still make more money than like 50% of the MLB. Yeah. Legitimately.
And when you get the best player from Japan, that ends up opening that entire market from a merch standpoint.
Yeah,
like it's just not fair.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, chat. The contracts are ridiculous. The MLB was trying to fight against this problem with salary cap stuff for the longest time. Unfortunately, it's just going to come to bite them in the ass when they have a lockout and miss an entire MLB season to make no money. Devin Booker driving inside, though. Both free throws good for the Knicks. Oh, my God, that was a crazy. They're going to call a foul. Thank God. Devin Booker getting triple teamed in the paint.
0.1.
Oh, my God. 0.1 seconds left.
Yeah. You know, when Book hit that game winner over OKC, and he was mad at himself because he left 0.7 of a second left on the clock.
Yeah. The Suns and Knicks slowly building a bit of a rivalry. Devin Booker had, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, a crazy game winner over a double team again. Yeah. Maybe last year again, maybe 2 years ago, but it was insane. They come out, they win 112 to 107. Obviously, everybody's going to whine about if the Suns win. Was there a foul?
You know, it was Landry.
There was contact somewhere.
Landry Shamet was on him.
Yeah,
I don't think that you can complain too much.
Yeah, Chad, that's a whistle everyone else gets except Devin Booker. He happened to get it that time, but I don't know if that one was a foul, to be fair. 55-56.1 seconds left, so just got to bang the free throw. Misses that one again, 1 for 2. Book leaving maybe 3 free throws on the board. I think it's just 2. But could be up 1 point going into half had he just banged the free throws. 55-56. So Suns come out. They make it a 1. They take the lead with the bench. Jordan Goodwin going crazy in the second quarter. Grayson Allen banging a couple threes. End up being down 1 after some missed free throws, though. Missed free throws a big deal. You got to bring your free points, chat. 10-0. The Seahawks have the ball again. So the Niners just continuing to do nothing. The Seahawks have had the Niners number this year, chat.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we've got Texans versus Patriots. My God, I couldn't think of the team.
Yeah.
And then you got the evening game, Rams versus Bears. Going to be an insane game. That game's going to be
cardiac Bears.
That game's going to be nuts, chat. Because the Bears defense is absolute dog ass. And the Rams offense is elite. But fourth quarter comes around, and I literally think the Bears are like, I've never seen the Bears be better at football. In my entire life, chat, I've never seen the Bears be good at football unless it's the fourth quarter this year. That's the only time I've ever seen the Bears be good, which is pretty crazy. Shout out Jay Cutler. I like Jay Cutler, but they were still ass. So, but Suns kind of going on from this one, again, continuing the road trip. Going to be interesting to see kind of the progression where this, I believe, is the halfway point. I could be incorrect. Yeah. I believe this is the halfway point game for the Suns. At least the Knicks have already passed the halfway point for them. But they got Nets, easy game. You got Hawks, which
who knows?
Yeah, don't really know. They beat us early in the year in a close game. Kind of Suns were looking for their identity. Unfortunately, got beat out by them. Then they go back to the Heat and I believe that closes out the. Oh, the Hawks close out the away trip.
And
come home.
we're supposed to get Jalen Green back at least by the Atlanta game. They've been saying that he would come back on this trip, so they keep pushing the goalposts back. But supposedly, Jalen Green will be back at least for the Atlanta game.
Which again, the one game he played,
Yeah,
was pretty good.
Those 30 minutes so far have been
We're
amazing.
really good.
Yeah.
Again, he just brings the elite slasher. He's just, dude, he goes to the rack. Like, if there's one thing the Suns could do with in the first quarter, it's easy. Like, I always say, like, free throws. Like, if you can get like 5 free throws in the first quarter, chat, and you can kind of show the pressure, get inside, get guys to foul you, get some easy buckets, you can just get, like, then Book can follow up behind Jalen, get some free throws. That type of stuff starts to build, especially going into the rest of the game. There's one thing that Dillon Brooks has a problem with right now, and some of the Suns players in general, Mark Williams included, they just get a lot of fouls early on in games a lot of the time. I think the Suns need to do the same thing to teams more than anything. So, and Jalen Green is a guy that can just, he can drop 30 and force you into 15 foul. Like,
yeah, that extra playmaker, that downhill pressure, I think it
and
opens things up.
I always think that, like, that process, like people thinking,
Yeah.
well, Jalen's going to drive.
Right. And it's so I think with Ott's offense, and when you have the gravity of Book, I think Jalen Green is the missing piece other than, a power forward.
Yeah, and again, like, some people are worried about the defensive side of it, kind of when he comes back, what it'll be like. Again, I always think, like, it's a hustle thing. Defense, like, you can be great at defense, like, talent-wise, just because, like, your brain is thinking ahead and, like, where people are going. A lot of the time, it's just an effort thing. If there's one thing we've seen, it's everyone buy into effort on the Suns side of the ball. Like, Luka could probably be playing for the Suns right now, and, like, bro would probably be running around playing defense. Because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be, like, Jordan would be like, bro, you're not going to play. Like,
that's the thing is when your elite players are playing this hard. Book is playing the best defense he's played in his entire career. He's playing hard on both sides of the floor. Everyone is playing hard, and they set the tone for that. So you stand out if you're not absolutely balling
100%.
92 feet, right?
Especially against the media. Like, I think of the, kind of the way the covering, like, DA's been covered in LA as so far. Like, obviously, you point out like, dude, you can't, as much as you want Luka to go play defense, bro was averaging 39 or 37 or whatever in the beginning of the season. Like, at some point, you're just
He's not going to play.
Luka, you're not playing defense. You're going to go sit on whoever's the worst player on their team is of starters on the offensive side of the ball and just sit there and, like, try and shuffle in front. If not, like, someone's going to deal with it, okay? DA doesn't have the opportunity to do that because of them not really, like, nobody else being able to do anything. And again, the Suns, like you said, it sticks out. If you do not play defense on the Suns, someone will let you know.
Yeah.
Someone's going to let you know.
You're coming out of the game because someone will absolutely, who's on the bench, will play.
Yeah, we'll fill in your spot and run defense. No matter the size, Colin will, Jordan will, Derek Livers will, Royce or Grayson on the bench. Both those guys will come out and play defense hard. Like, that's one of those things where, like you said, it's just someone will fill your spot if you don't want to try and play defense. And Jordan does not care if you're making a bunch of money.
No, and they're not offensive liabilities. Like, we don't have anyone who's a total offensive liability. Anymore.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that has been surprising this year is, again, like, the clip they shoot at. The Suns do rebound pretty well. There's games where they have, 9, 10 offensive rebounds. They go out there, they have 3 opportunities at a bucket, they get a 3. Like, the Suns do fill that kind of realm of, you can't just sit on you can't just go sit on someone. You can't be like, oh, Luka, go guard that guy. We saw it when the Suns played the Lakers. Like, they were like, yeah, dude, Austin Reeves is going to have to be your second best scorer, and we're going to hound him the entire time, and then Luka's going to get, driven on. Again, I just think of teams like you said, the Lakers in the playoffs, bro. Jalen Green throwing it out. Again, Dillon Brooks not having a great past couple of games, but we've seen Dillon Brooks get in a bag and drop. Just hit every single mid-range shot, every single 3, or bust it out to Grayson Allen, and he's dropping 33, or they're getting it to Devin Booker, and he's hitting from the Suns' offensive bag now. Again, I thought that was kind of a worry when we brought in KD, but then they brought in Brad, and Bradley Beal, to be fair, has been a pretty good slasher for a lot of his career from the mid and getting inside. But inevitably, Brad didn't play, and then it wound up being KD and Book. Everybody knew KD and Book were hunting mid-range shots, and everybody else was shooting 3s. And they really didn't have a slasher. They didn't have bigs that could get rebounds. Like, again, we're still a problem this year where they don't have a big that can just go out and get, 20 rebounds a game or whatever. They have other aspects of their game that are great. The Suns now, with Jalen and with Dylan, it's just the Suns slash a lot this year and bang it out to three. And then they'll slash and get layups and stuff. Bringing back Jalen Green, bro, you just get into a spot where every single time he touches the basketball, there's a chance of an ankle breaker. There's a chance of just a disgusting poster. Like Jalen's got bunny hops, bro. It's insane to see that man jump and just yam on dudes. And again, he's 23. That's the crazy part. Jalen Green is 23. Oso, I think, is 22. Ryan Dunn is 22. The team is now oddly young and pretty good at a lot of positions. Yeah. Like it's good to see again. The Suns kind of doing more of that.
The grandpas on this team are Brooks and Booker.
Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, which again, like even Royce, like think of Royce Bouye, another great like guy on the team that is like Bouye. He's balding a little early, but he's 23. Bouye is 23 years old. Like,
Bouye, shots fired.
I apologize, but Chad, you got to point out the obvious sometimes. Yeah. I'm just saying
that hairline is suspect.
He looks old. He just looks old. He's 23 years old. Like, again, like you said, the grandpas on the team do happen to be guys like, I always think, and I think of like the 21 team, the grandpa of that team was obviously CP.
Right.
Jake Crowder kind of in that same realm, but it was just like one dude. Like, Chris Paul was old. That was kind of it. Torrey Craig kind of in that middle ground when they were going. And like those teams were more just middle ground of age. This team is pretty young.
Well, and when you think about it, the guys that we drafted, which everyone was so excited about that draft, me included, right?
Yeah.
Super excited. Kobe Brea, Rasheer Fleming, Malawak. Fleming's starting to get some actual rotation minutes and showing flashes. And I think he's such a freak in that
they're raw.
Yeah.
They're raw.
Yeah. They're not contributing for the next 2 years, right?
Yeah.
They're just not.
And again, it's one of those where I don't think it's tough now too, because like, it's not even that they won't contribute because they're not good. It's like, dude, Ryan Dunn and Oso are nuts. Like, you've just got two dudes ahead of basically those guys' positions that are, they're really good at basketball, and like we're just going to continue.
Right.
And they're a year older. Like, that's the other part of it is like, Chad, this is Ryan Dunn's second year. This is Oso's second year. They could turn into guys that like
100%.
I won't say that Ryan Dunn will be McHale, but like, that is what they winning. That is why they got him. They were like, we need someone who can guard.
Kamara, right? Like, there's every possibility there. And I think Oso's, both of those guys have made a big leap this year. Mark Williams is 23.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is a young team that has development behind those young players who aren't playing. What I love is that they're getting a lot of burn with the Valley Suns, and they're balling out.
Yeah, that has been a big part of it too. I think that has been helpful for Ryan Dunn and for Oso, is that they've been able to go down and come back and, go down, kind of get out of a shooting slump really quick and come back and play hustle defense. Like, which obviously like those guys, it's always funny because I think of like those guys like, it's probably not fair to put them in the G League because they're just like, they are solidified starters or like, like very early off the bench guys. And you're throwing them down in the G League with like dudes who are fighting for the last bench spot on teams. Like, it is tough for those guys. But again, that's what you want to see is that, Oso's having a slump. Yeah. He's not, X, Y, and Z. Part of his game isn't great. It's very hard to develop that it's very hard to develop that in an NBA game against other guys. You need to go down to, the level that skill is built
Get burned. You just need to get burned. You need reps.
Yeah.
And listen, if you haven't been to a game at Mullet Center Arena with the Valley Suns, it is a blast.
Dude, you go to. I love Mullet. Mullet Arena is lit.
It's cheap. It's solid basketball. It's fun. It's fun.
And I'm a big. Me and my older brother especially, have been big high school. I've gotten into it a little bit more recently, but I've watched a lot of high school basketball and football just because going to Brophy, obviously being from graduating from there, great at sports in a lot of directions now. And I've watched a lot of their games, and then I have a couple friends that, I kind of met through some basketball runs that were like, oh, you should come watch our high school games. And I was like, yeah, sure. And again, that's not obviously the talent level of anything close to G League or anything like that, but one of those where I could easily go and watch those, and even if it's not NBA games, bro, I don't care. I just want to go watch basketball. Yeah, I just want to watch basketball.
Yeah.
It's cheap. Again, Matt Ishbia, as much as people hated, the KD stuff and Bradley Beal stuff, I honestly think Matt Ishbia has been one of the best owners the past 3 years in all of the NBA. He's made food cheap.
Yes.
Tickets obviously are tough to change. Tickets are tough, but even Suns games aren't ridiculous. You get upper level seats that aren't nuts.
Look what he did with the Mercury, right?
Yeah.
So learned from what happened with the Suns and the KD stuff, but still went big with the big three for the Mercury, but put together a team that really fit together, and they go to the finals.
And they go to the finals. Yeah, I mean, and they go to the finals. They go to the finals in convincing fashion. Obviously, it's unfortunate the way that season ended up panning out, but it's not like it was.
But he put together the resources for them to compete, and that's all we ask for, right?
Yeah, 100%. At some point, you can't make the team win, bro. It's not on Ishbia for the team to go out there and try hard and win games. If the team if the Suns had gone out and they decided, if Book was like, no, what I love, which is, it's kind of sad, but I love that Book got so much of the losing mentality shit out of his brain early on in his career.
Yeah.
Bro's used to just losing a shit ton of games and hated that feeling. There's interviews with him now that are, oh man, I hate, people ask him did you ever have that mentality of, it doesn't matter, this year's a throwaway? And he was like, no, bro, I'm competitive. I go out there to win games. I didn't care if we were, we'd go on these massive losing streaks, but I still thought that we could go out there and win any game if we played our best game. Right. Obviously, obviously it was going to take our best game to beat a lot of even the bad teams. But I think that's a benefit of teams like this now. Young guys that, for a team like that, I mean, again, Bleacher Report thought we were going to have 26 wins on the year.
Right.
The Suns are on pace to possibly be at the upper end of the play-in and possibly a playoff spot if they kind of continue the trajectory. Like I said, there's a lot of differences between first half and second half of the season. But this team, because of guys like Booker, because of guys like Dillon Brooks, guys like Ryan Dunn, who are young guys who buy in, Jordan Ott coming in, hey, I am not coming into this team to sit here and lose 60 games. I'm not doing that.
Devin Booker also was not the player he is today if he wasn't constantly challenged and on a bad team and the best player on a bad team so that he's doubled all the time. It made him better.
And he stayed. That's the thing that I don't like that people shit on Book for is oh, well, he should just go and win a chip. Bro, if he went and got a chip, the only thing that would be said is, oh, well, he had to go and get a chip. He had to go out and ring chase. Bro, again, which a lot of it I do think comes from obviously his biggest idol in Kobe and stuff, but he stayed. And again,
it's from his dad too. Melvin was really clear with him in the beginning, this will make you better. This will be good for you. It'll be good for your career. He was right about all of it. His dad has such a good head on his shoulders. He has such good support with his family. And he's just the best ambassador for sports that we could have in terms of effort and loyalty.
And I think one of those things that has surprised me throughout the years now, especially with the Suns and with the way that kind of all this stuff goes. Real quick, I'm just gonna move a charger. Is just I understand that it's not necessarily probably your favorite thing to be losing all the time, but
yeah, 17 wins is gonna suck.
And there are plenty of guys who, in my head, would easily just be like, yeah, I'm gonna throw it away. It's fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me how good the season is this year. We can lose all these games and I'll be gone next year anyways. Book has just always been no, dude, I'm trying to compete and I just want to stay. He has a sick life here. I think he's, in a great position to just stick around, have fun sticking around, not be too worried about all the other problems that come with moving too. It's just.
Well, and he got clowned this summer for that extension. People saying Booker's not worth $70 million, and I don't think people understand that $70 million doesn't kick in for a couple of years. And
oh God, no!
By the time it does, the salary cap is way bigger than it is now. So yeah, it's a lot of money. I get it, but it won't be a lot of money when it actually kicks in.
And to me, it's one of those where I always think dude, you are the Suns are semi-paying him to stay here. If it costs a little bit more to keep Book here,
you do it.
Dude, yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Dude, if I have said multiple times, especially in this offseason, when it was what are they doing? What's the plan? What's the move? And it was dude, they might move on from Booker. I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I won't watch a Suns game. Like I legitimately was like, I'm not gonna be interested. I'll check the scores, but I'm not gonna do play-by-play for him, and I'm not gonna watch the games. Like I'm just not interested in it. I'm not interested in watching a Suns game. As a Cardinals fan, I want the Bears to win. Heard George, really. I can't, man. I'm in TJ Maxx. Heard Noah. My bad, bro. I do just think like there is a part of me that is like, dude, if Book.
Shout out TJ Maxx.
Shout out TJ Maxx. I do think like I'm just fine with Book, even if we never won a chip. If Book wanted to leave at some point, bro, nobody I think would be mad at him here in Phoenix. Like at some point, people would be PL. If he left like if they made a run this year and he was like, I want out, I'd be like, okay, well that was kind of lame. But I still would be mad. I'd just be like, all right, cool.
If we were getting too late in his career and he had an opportunity to win a chip, I would want that for Devin Booker because he's given so much to this team, so much to this city, and he's been so unselfish about it. And Book always said, I want the super team to come to me. He brought in Chris Paul. He brought in KD. Jimmy tried as hard as he could to force his way here. What's up, Rex? Shout out, Rex. I love Rex. We're so lucky to have the reinvigoration of Rex Chapman. Sorry, OGs. We love Rex Chapman.
You're all good. I was lost. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, who? Who's crying? Who was crying, Juan? What? Yeah, I think it's one of those where, again, I think Book has done so much. I think I would easily see Book, again, like you said, late career, or like maybe end of his prime years, and he goes somewhere else and then comes back to finish. I
just don't think he's that dude.
I don't either. Again, it's just more the Fitz conversation of like, bro,
100%.
please, Fitz, we're not going to win a Super Bowl, bro. I promise, okay? I promise you we won't win a Super Bowl. Go win one with the Chiefs or
please.
Something. Like I couldn't imagine if like the last year of Fitz's career, bro went to Kansas City and was just like, I'm just going to get a chip. I'm going to come back. I'll retire, which obviously he hasn't, quote unquote, retired or whatever. But coming back out of half chat, we'll continue this conversation. 3 from the Knicks to start. Mikal in the corner. Good defense there, so already a little bit higher pressure on the closeout on the three-point line from the Suns. Going to be probably the MO. Colin Gillespie bangs the three. They take the lead 58-56. Big 3 there from Colin Gillespie, chat. Appreciate the obvious W shot there from Colin after a little pick from Mark Williams. Mikal running the offense from the outside. Picks up the dribble.
Offensive
foul. Didn't see what it was.
Did he just travel or was it?
Kind of seemed like it might have been a travel because he was like,
yeah,
cursing. I don't know. God, I would love to see Mikal come back here somehow in like, a capacity where like we don't have to give up anything. Colin Gillespie, pump fake, gets it to Dylan Brooks after he picks up his dribble. Dylan Brooks, cold in the first half, pulling up for Mitty, misses that one. Just off tonight. They're trying to get him. That's a let's get Dylan a shot, try and get him warm again. Cat now, pump fake 3, step back. Oh my God, that was kind of gross. Misses the 3 though. So the Knicks have now taken 2 threes out of their 3 possessions, one of them being a turnover possession. So Book now for 3. Misses that one. Just Train misses at 3, chat. Train misses at the 3.
But I like that Mark Williams took the lane away from Cat on that. Told him
It'll be a moving pick?
Should be.
On Mikal? Or on Cat, my fault.
Yeah.
So another foul on Cat. That might be Cat's 3rd. Can't pick up another one in this quarter, or else he'll probably get subbed out pretty quick, especially in a game close like this. Book, I think he was just tying his shoe. Is he limping? Nah, that's a normal walk. That's a normal walk. I do like Mike Brown quite a bit.
Me too.
Showing Mike Brown on the sideline right now.
I think Sacramento did Mike Brown wrong.
Real quick, the Seahawks are up 17-0, chat. We're cooked, chat. I'm going to be slammed for that one.
I'm sorry, bro.
Colin Gillespie catch and shoot 3. That was a fast shot.
Yeah.
I didn't even think the ball was going to get through. OG now bringing it up the court. Driving in on Devin.
Oh, Mark Williams said no.
Foul? Oh, it's out of bounds. Okay, I was like, dude, I think it's out of bounds. I didn't think it was a foul.
Great defense.
Massive block there from Mark. Away from him, right hand going away from him as well. Gets a block. Cat gets the rebound. Dylan Brooks challenges it. It's good defense there from Book. Could have been a push off too.
Yep.
Devin Booker just like, holy shit, don't hit me. Cat up top, right elbow, the 3. Just looking to go to work. Devin Booker again on him. Teammates at one point. Been a long time since then, but Cat backing down Book.
Nah.
I think they said Book was hooking him. I thought that Cat was doing more than...
They bailed Cat out on
It took a lot of Cat kind of doing stuff too. I like Cat. Chat, to be fair, I think Cat is one of my favorite people in the NBA. I think Cat is one of the most entertaining individuals outside of basketball. Oh my God, hell nah. Mark Williams with 2 blocks on that possession. Corner, 3-pointer. Cash it out, chat. Cash it out. Holy shit.
That block on the other end was nasty.
There's no audio? No audio? There should be audio. I don't know why they brought it. Give me 1 second, chat. 61-56. 3-pointer from the Knicks. Oh, there's no audio. My fault. Connected to my car. All right, chat. You guys should be good. You guys should be good now. You got to
hit that. You got to hit it again now.
Oh yeah, you're right. My fault. Cash out, chat. Cash out. Love to see it. Devin Booker. Oh my God. I thought he was gonna yam it. Good lay there from Book though.
Suns with a 4-point lead.
Suns with a 4-point lead coming out of half.
I'll take it.
Cannot be upset, chat. Let me do this real quick for you guys instead. 63-59, Mikhail looking to drive inside. Gets it out to Diawara. Going to shoot the 3. Mark said, yeah, you can have that one, guy.
Yep.
Big rebound there from Colin.
Look at Colin skying above the big fellas.
That was a pretty crazy rebound from Colin, actually.
Suns,
a lot of effort, Ryan. A lot of just fast movement from the Suns currently. Okay, so we should be good to go now. All right, chat. My fault. I'm back. Outside to Royce. Over to Dylan. Over to Colin.
Swinging.
Drive inside. Inside to Mark. That was beautiful. Every person touched the basketball in a 4-second span, ending it off with a Colin Gillespie drive to Mark Williams for the yam, uncontested. That was about as pretty as basketball can be, chat.
It was very San Antonio Spurs type offense.
Oh, yeah.
Just swing the ball, find the guy.
All of these possessions that come out of half have just been assisted. Just great movement. Knicks take a timeout here, trying to figure out what occurred. What's going on? What happened?
This is what Ott does too, right? So they go in halftime. He makes adjustments. They come out in the third, and they just execute.
Yeah. This isn't a new thing, which again is interesting. What is interesting about that concept of which they again. You think of a tale of two seasons. Last year, dude.
Oh, Bud was so bad.
Oh my, coming out of half.
It was
awful.
awful.
My God, you'd come out of half in the third quarter and just be like, dude, it was a 4-point game. Why is it a 16-point game now? Like, right. And now it's the opposite. Now the Suns do that to people, which again is one of those where that concept last year of like, all right, how can we not make adjustments at half? Now it's like we go to teams and they're like, all right, how did we not make adjustments at half? Every time you play them. Like,
how did we play Tyus Jones over Colin Gillespie all year?
Oh, dude, imagine Colin with a year of experience. Oh, right. My God.
Yeah.
Dude, and Tyus came in as an elite backup point guard. Like, that was what Tyus was known for.
But a cone.
But a cone.
It was cone.
You could put him in front of the bench guys on teams, and he was fine enough because they weren't elite. Their backup point guards weren't coming out and torching people. Tyus couldn't guard
anything.
A paper towel, bro. Like, Colin comes out and like he will switch on to like point power forwards and small bigs and get steals onto Cade. Dude, Colin Gillespie and Jordan Goodwin against Cade Cunningham last game. Jordan Goodwin
totally shut him down.
Was just boxing that dude out. Colin Gillespie goes up and gets rebounds. Like, Tyus wasn't doing that shit. Tyus was, the ball's up, I'm gone.
Tyus is already out of favor in Orlando. Like he's already on the trade block in Orlando. Like that, it's insane the talent that we had on the team last year that Bud didn't know how to use. But I think Bud was drunk.
Bruce, hold. I can't say that because I'll get banned on TikTok. Bruce, shut up. Yeah, hell nah. You're right, Noah. Yeah, so Tuesday's gonna be fun. So fun now that the Bills lost. Why would Tuesday be fun? What is Tuesday? You're saying because of the playoffs to be done? Let's go Suns. Hey, let's go Suns. Let's go Suns, chat. Let's go Suns.
They got this.
Yeah, Jamari Bouye. Obviously, the people out for the Knicks is a bigger deal than the people out for the Suns, for the most part. Jalen Green's a pretty big deal, chat. I do think people are sleeping on the impact that Jalen Green can have in a basketball game. My whole school, is Bills fans. No, that is going to be a lit Tuesday, bro. That is going to be a lit Tuesday then, dude.
Do we think Bouye gets time when Green's back? Like, Bouye has been one of those energy guys who just comes in and instantly, like, changes the energy of the game. But does he get time once Green's back?
It's going to be tough just because of everyone that gets moved to the bench. Like,
there's a lot of guards.
Yeah, and like Grayson's probably going to get moved to the. I mean, who's coming off the bench today? Like,
yep.
I got to think that 3 here from the Knicks. Long rebound out to Mitchell. Get it back out. Gets it back to, Mikhail, my fault. Get it back to Cat. He's going to drive inside on Royce. Good defense there from Mark in the paint. Unfortunately, Cat is still going to go get a bucket, though. 65-61. Dude, yeah, F the Dodgers chat. I know a lot of you guys are going to be Dodger fans coming in here. Book driving inside. He's going to look for a midi. Looking for someone in the corner. There's no one there. Gets it out to Royce.
Yeah, Collins swung under.
Oh, Lord. This is a Book ISO possession here. Let's go to work. Hey, inside. Beautiful lay. Unfortunately, just doesn't get the roll.
Good blow by, though.
It's a great possession there. Another three-pointer for the Knicks. That one's wide open. That's going to be cash no matter what. Someone just missed their assignment there.
Deuce.
Buying chips at this point? Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers are just buying chips at this point. Just go spend money. Chad, I'll make fun of Dodger fans my entire life, okay? I do not care. I make fun of a Dodger fan every single night because he's a cousin of one of my friends. So Colin Gillespie gets it out to Royce. Royce pump fake. Mikhail not going to jump at that one, though. Colin now with it. He pump fakes. Free throw jumper. Misses that one, unfortunately. I think surprised he was that open. 65-64. Slowed down a little bit here for the Suns now. Cat for three. He cashes in. That's the lead for
I think
the
Jordan's going to
Knicks.
call timeout here.
67-65. Okay, but Visca Barca. Brewers, I don't even know what that means. 65-67.
Jordan's letting him play. He says, no, go for it.
640. Dylan Brooks with it. Been really quiet tonight. He pulls up another three. It's going to be way low. Going to be out of bounds. Didn't even touch anything. Dylan wanted a foul there.
Or he's saying at least it got...
Oh, it tipped. He's saying it got tipped, so
yeah.
it should be Suns ball.
They're not buying it.
Oh, that's pretty close. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Dylan's trying to cover for an air ball.
Maybe. Either way. It's been a rough night.
Been a rough night for Dylan so far.
It's been a rough night.
He's
played great defense, but
gotta think Dylan might be coming off pretty quickly here again. Cat for three again. Misses that one a little long. Rebound to Mitchell, though. Another three for the Knicks. Holy shit, they are just shooting a ridiculous amount of three. Good timeout here for Jordan. I think I was with Matt. I think I probably would have called a timeout the possession before, especially if it just wound up being a Dylan Brooks just sidestep three.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, the feel for it, but I think it was one possession too.
No surprise, though. Close game, chat. Real quick, I'm going to change the battery. Matt, just talk about your favorite Suns player ever.
My favorite ever. I mean, so I'm super old. I got to go back to some of the real OGs, like Walter Davis, silky smooth, shoot from anywhere. Larry Nance, senior. Just to be clear, not junior. Larry Nance Sr. was amazing. But those teams where this is a special season, and I think that's the thing that as a Suns fan you have to remember, is that when there's all these expectations of like titles or, that you need to go to the deep in the playoffs, when you have a season like we had in 21 and we went to the finals, or like we have now, you have to just appreciate it and really love the game, because this is the most fun I've had as a Suns fan in 5 years.
Yeah. 4 years. Oh yeah. 100%.
It makes such a difference to just have a team that competes every night, that that they're going to give everything out there. They're going to leave it all out on the floor, and it's fun to watch.
Because even I think of like the playoffs, like those the 2 years we made the playoffs, the first time with KD, the first and second time with KD, like even those years, it just felt off.
It did.
It didn't feel like if I bought tickets to a Suns game, they cared about me buying tickets to a Suns game. Dude, any ticket I buy to a Suns game now, I'm like, dude, I know they're going out there to work their ass off. Like,
yeah.
And that's just been something I feel like we've just lacked.
And, that season in 22 where the Suns were the 1 seed all year, they broke the franchise record, 64 wins. When you win that many games in the regular season, it's really hard to compete in the playoffs, because you're done. You're tired, you're injured. If you look at, that's what happened to Cleveland last year, right?
Yep.
I think a big part of why Cleveland's not that team this year is because Jordan Ott is gone.
Yeah, 100%. I think it has to be in consideration for sure.
Even Golden State, when they broke the record for regular season wins, they didn't win a championship. Mm-hmm. So I think just enjoy this. That's what I love right now, is I'm just enjoying the Suns again.
And again, I think it's one of those things where you look at the Thunder and it's like, yeah, the Thunder haven't had to play a bunch of games. Like the Warriors had won chips at that point. They had done all that stuff.
Right.
And it was, dude, this is a long season. I think of like the Niners. Like, again, I didn't think the Niners would win. I just kind of hoped they would. But the Niners are in that position. Like, dude, you've got old dudes. I know it's football, but the length of time spent playing basketball is long. It's a lot of basketball to be played, bro. Like, and I think, again, like you said, that amount of wins, that amount, especially after a good season, like a chip season, like that's a lot of basketball to be played. Unfortunately, it just, you kind of, and then you start to lose games. You're like, okay, this sucks. Like, I don't want to lose this game. And then you lose another. You're like, I don't want to lose this playoff game. And then it's just like, all right, you get to game 7, you get blown out, and it's like, damn, all right, I don't really know what to do anymore. Like,
well, I think it's almost in every sport too. Like you look at what the Panthers did. When Cam Newton was with that team and they were winning all those games, it still got to the point where you get to the playoffs, you're tired, you're hurt. So I think they're at a point where you can't try to win every game. Whoa. We got the po-po.
let them go.
All right, so 8 points here. I think the Suns are just kind of missing shots again. And I think that's probably the issue that they're going to struggle with on this road trip. These road trips are long. There's a lot of time off. They're away from home.
Well, I am doing young, but like really loud. I mean, I wouldn't think loud enough to be heard out here.
And there's the difference right there.
I say I'm not the owner of it, so if you need to contact
3-pointers, 5 for 11 for New York, 2 for 5 for Phoenix. We're going to have a good story here in a minute. I'm going to let Joe tell this story. What's going on out there, Joe? All right. Do I need to go check my car?
I don't think so.
All right. It's all right.
Make sure everything's locked.
There's nothing they could steal in there that's worth it. Knicks up by 10. Suns really just have been missing shots.
Yeah, I don't really know, Chad. I don't really know what happened. Chad, everything went downhill. I left. Everything went downhill. I got asked by the cops if we were yelling. I was like, yeah, I mean, kind of, I guess. Like,
they wouldn't have heard us.
I was like, I don't think loud enough for anybody to hear us outside or anything. Good defense there. Got to be Suns ball. Give us the Suns ball. Went off his leg. Yeah, Chad, I don't really know what just occurred. There's five cops in the courtyard outside with flashlights and stuff, and I didn't know. I didn't really know what's going on. So they're on property, obviously. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They said there was a strong-armed robbery somewhere. They said if there's a African-American male with dreads, no shirt, and black shorts or red shorts, to call them.
Okay.
I said, okay, sounds good.
It's very
Yam
specific.
time or kind of soft layup there from OG Anunoby.
And that's 10 again. So after starting really strong in the third, the Suns have kind of lost the script here.
Book missing a layup there.
No
Wanted
foul.
a foul. Down 10. 77-67. Another 3 from the Knicks. Gonna miss that one. Good rebound. Gonna be Suns
All
ball.
right.
I like it.
So they got a foul there.
Good
finally.
job by Ryan to be in position to get that rebound.
But Yabusele has been playing good there. Like, Yabusele's made a difference
For
this
the Knicks?
quarter. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Yabusele was one of those guys where that's a physical strong ass. That's a strong ass dude,
he was
bro.
great for the Sixers last year. He hasn't got a lot of playing time for the Knicks this year, so he hasn't been in rhythm. So there's been a knock on him that, he hasn't really continued what he did last year, but he was a demon for the Sixers last year.
And he's just a unit of a human. Like, it's tough to.
That's a big dude.
There's times where it's just tough because you're trying to figure out like the correct way. Because then you're getting called for fouls and stuff too.
Yeah.
Foul on McHale, no and one from Book though. Good job by Book. Just get to the free throw line. You got to stop a run like this. Get to the free throw line, chat. Does so. Going to be interesting to see kind of if this leads to anything leading into the fourth quarter. 4 minutes left here in the third.
And the Knicks have smartly decided to put McHale on Booker instead of Shamet. Landry's
I don't think Landry's getting any more minutes tonight, Chad. I ain't going to lie.
Landry put the white flag up. Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro.
please don't put me on the court, bro.
I had to do this in practice for years. Can I not?
Dude, I can't even think about like that type of stuff, bro. I just, the practices that Devin Booker's involved in, dude, I gotta think are just insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like almost a turnover by the Knicks. Suns playing full court defense again. Jordan Goodwin on Deuce. Ryan Dunn to the corner. Gonna be Knicks ball still.
All right.
Tipped by Jordan Goodwin. Jordan Goodwin was that big spark in the second quarter. Looking to maybe do a little bit of something similar here. Down 8.
I like this defensive unit too because you've got Goodwin, you've got Oso, Ryan Dunn. They're small. They're a little bit small, but I like the energy.
Oso's got to find somebody. Out of bounds. Good job by Devin there. Landry entered the game, immediately surrendered to turnover. Immediately surrendered to turnover. Figure out how to get Landry on. Just figure out how to get Landry on the book, bro.
Switch onto that pigeon.
Figure it out, dude.
Switch onto that pigeon.
Figure it out. They got Yabusele on corner.
All right.
Elbow
I
3
see
for
you. I see you,
Grayson.
Gray-
Misses
Oh.
that one.
Follow your shot, brother.
Transition here. McHale slows it down. Oh, they don't get the switch there. 3 miss out to Devin Booker now. So just got to put together a couple of good shots here more than anything.
Just some good possession.
Some made shots more than anything.
Yeah.
Out to Ryan, to Grayson. He pump fakes, gets it back to Ryan. Suns I think are kind of looking to get into the paint. They're just not having great success doing that. Get it out to Jordan. Jordan's going to shoot a 3.
There we go.
That's cashed out. Jordan is deep.
Man, they needed that.
Jordan has been on a heater, bro. Did you see Bo Nix broke his foot or ankle in OT? Holy shit, for
What?
real, Amarian?
What?
For real? I did not see that, bro. I wasn't watching the game. We were doing the Suns game instead. Dude, what? That's insane. All right, well, the Broncos season's cooked then.
Yeah, that's rough.
Who came in? Did someone come in to finish the game, or what happened?
So they
The
just
Niners scored 3.
They just flashed a stat there that the Suns bench are outscoring the Knicks 30-13, which is what we were talking about. This bench mob is tough. They're so deep.
Season over due to ankle injury.
Wow.
Suffered a broken bone in his ankle on Saturday's 33-30 overtime win. Damn, that is a way to derail.
Oh,
That is one
so
way to derail
brutal.
a system. That is not fun.
Look at
Jordan Goodwin.
I love it.
So the Suns go on a little run here now. Steals, turnovers. Mike Brown calling another timeout here. Leaves him just with 3. Who's that? Big D? Wait, no, Bo Nix. Bo Nix broke his foot 4 minutes ago. I literally just looked it up. And it says 4 minutes ago. Bo Nix broke his foot.
That's devastating.
26 of 46 for 279 with 3 tutties. Yeah, dude, he broke his foot.
That's
4 minutes ago by, is this State Farm's website? It's saying State Farm's website. What website is this? CBS Sports. They just posted about it.
brutal. But he finished the game?
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he.
I guess he finished the game.
You don't see. What do you mean? His ankle will need to get surgery. Be next week in the AFC Championship. Yeah, Chad, that's wraps.
Brutal.
I watched the game. I didn't see that, bro. I'm just looking at the news. Head coach Sean Payne, and after announcing QB Bo Nix is out for the rest of the season.
Yeah. The euphoria of the Denver Broncos' overtime win with the Bills didn't last long.
Second to last play of overtime.
That's what Yahoo Sports is saying.
Yeah, that's
Brutal.
You have to have a QB to go out there. I don't even know who they just said was the quarterback for the Knicks. Or for the Knicks. for the Broncos. Thinking Bo Nix, New York Knicks. That's pretty insane, shit. I'm not gonna lie.
That's rough.
That is
That's so
no
sad.
fun for the Knicks, chat. I keep saying for Bo Nix. 47, 74, 77, my God. Denver had a good run, I guess. Yeah, facts. Another turnover here out of the timeout for the Knicks. That's bad out of a timeout, chat. You do not want to commit a TO coming out of a timeout after you just had a run on you
Mike
as well.
Brown is not happy.
No. Oso looking to drive inside. He loses the handle. I would have liked it, though, if he had kept it. Devin Booker looking to go to work. 3 pull-up. Misses that one. Oso looking for a rebound. He gets it. Ryan Dunn with it.
Great deflection.
Over OG, which is not an easy person to get a rebound over. Denver had a good run, I guess. Yeah, facts. That's crazy, bro. 77-74. Corner, Grayson Allen, catch and shoot.
Yes!
Cashes in.
That's what
Dude,
I'm talking about.
that catch and shoot from Grayson is crazy. He's done that a couple times this year
Yeah.
where it's just literally half a second in his hands. That was nuts. Ryan Dunn now guarding Colic. Switches back to Jordan. Hounding defense. Almost get the TOOG driving inside. Good defense from Book. No. Oh, he traveled. Good defense from Booker.
Great defense.
I can't believe he's broke his foot. That's crazy, chat. I did not expect that whatsoever.
I can't believe Mike Brown hasn't thrown a chair yet.
Yeah, facts. I do feel like you've got to be at some point. Fourth quarter, they lose this game. 77-77, not like a crazy scoring game either from either team. It's pretty, just like neck and neck. We started out with a 12-2 run in the second. Suns have now gone on a 10-0 run here in this quarter. Third quarter.
All right, Book.
Somehow they don't call a jump ball. Ball is still loose. Everybody's looking for it. They get it to Mitchell. Almost turned it over. Almost threw it right into Book's hands.
See what Mikhail does here.
Driving inside. Good defense
job,
there.
Good job, Oso.
Oso's not the person to try and get a midi on, chat. He's too athletic to be in front of you. Devin Booker, pull up three.
Heat check. Oh.
Air ball.
Heat check air ball.
Oh, that was funny.
Rain Man.
Cannot be upset with it, chat. I do like Devin Booker's pull up threes because they do hit hard. You get like a run like this, bro, and you sit a pull up three in someone's face, you're like, damn, the game might be over.
Did you see Goodwin run in there and then like slowed it, like creep in at the very end?
Dude, I remember Jose Alvarado doing that against us in the playoffs, bro. That pissed me off. Pissed me off. Chad, I can't believe that Bo Nix is out for the year.
Man,
their defense, I mean, it's gonna
brutal.
Literally what could happen next week, bro, is like it could be Texans versus the Broncos, and neither quarterback is gonna be good. You're just gonna have two elite defenses fighting at it. It's gonna be a 10-7 game to finish the game.
It's gonna be awful.
6-17. The Suns with the Niners a little bit of a comeback. Mikhail driving to his right side. Oso his defender. Switch over. Deuce now. Oh, they don't like that matchup.
No, I
Push
think
off. Jordan Clarkson misses the three though. Ball don't lie.
with the rebound. I think Oso
came from the 3-point line to rebound.
Yeah, I know. And the dude out there on the perimeter, and they didn't take that. I think he's got their respect at this point.
7-6. Grayson with it. 5, 4, 3. Crossover. Devin Booker gonna have to put up a shot.
Oh,
Count it!
Booker!
I can't believe that. I can't believe he got a shot off.
Wait, did they call a foul too? Or
End of the third, just looking at him.
They're looking.
I thought it was weird that Grayson was.
Did he get it off in time?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, he did.
79-77.
Yes, he did. Sir.
Going into the fourth quarter.
Oh hell yeah!
That was crazy. I did not think he looked like. Oh, they are reviewing it, I believe.
That's okay.
Let's see if they review it though. Could there have been a foul? I'd be interested. I'd be interested to see. That was crazy. So they end the third quarter with the lead after being down 1 to start the half. Would this be a 12-0 run to close out the third?
And they were down 10 with like 4.5 minutes left.
Could be a foul. Chat, hey, I've seen less called. No Kappa. I have seen less called. Would be nuts.
Poor Nick Richards. Another DNP.
just watch it. Oh yeah, they call a foul. There's a foul at point 3. Dang, so the Suns
and one
on a 12-0 run.
Book, hit your free throw, man. Yep. Come on, brother. Hit this free throw. Mike Brown is so close to throwing chairs.
Another in 1 and a half. In the quarter, like, throws it up. Chad, has Sam Darnold thrown a pick yet? He doesn't. He has his touchdown though. That means he's due, Chad. That means he's due.
Yeah.
Canaro,
death, taxes, and Sam Darnold.
The Seahawks ran back the opening kickoff. Oh. That's why it was 7-0 immediately.
What's going on, fellas? Just
Just go line up, bro. There's 0.3 seconds.
What are you doing? No one's going to tip this in. This isn't the valley oop.
Yeah, dude.
This is not a valley oop situation. He's going to make it, first of all. I just jinxed him. Sorry.
Yeah, why'd you say that? Devin Booker, a career 80% free throw shooter, has missed 2 tonight. He's due for a make.
Book, have my back, please. Come on, brother.
0.3, 79-77. Can we make it a 3-point game here? Cash is in.
That's my
0.3 seconds.
That's
Just
my goat
just
right
touch
there.
the ball. Jordan Clarkson, go back to the Jazz. Appreciate you guys stopping by, bulling out. Appreciate y'all. Been a good game so far. Can't be upset. Suns take the lead 80-77. So looking at like 100, 105, like, could be very similar to how the last game ended.
Yeah.
If it continues at this rate. Currently, hey, the Niners have the ball. Okay, Niners score a touchdown here. It's a 4-point game, chat. Okay. Please, bro, please knock the seat, dude. I would be so happy, chat. I would be so happy if the Seahawks were out of the playoffs this year.
Oh,
Could you imagine, chat? I would have a field day
That would be
saying that the Seahawks have not made it further than the Cardinals in the past 10 years. It's been 10 years since the Seahawks won a divisional round game. Okay? It's been 10 years, I believe.
we're gonna go with it.
Pretty sure, chat. Pretty sure.
Even if it hasn't, it has.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see.
I feel so bad for Bo Nix.
That's crazy.
you
It
never
has.
wanna see
2015. It's been 11
Okay.
years if they don't
All
make
right.
it past.
You never want to see that, right? Like
No.
you want the best guys playing.
Especially not like
that's
that. Matt
awful.
LaFleur to the Cardinals confirmed. No way,
No,
bro.
really?
I don't want Matt LaFleur. They're playing. It can't
Is
be
that
confirmed.
for real?
Can't be
No.
confirmed because he's the coach of them. Contract extension. What are we talking about, bro? Packers coach Matt LaFleur receives contract extension.
Okay.
What are we talking about, Jordan? The Packers love that guy. Chat, Bo Nix did break his ankle, though, just so you guys know. He did break his ankle, fully broke his ankle, will not play the rest of the season, obviously.
Yeah.
Lil JK. I was like, yo, what? That'd been crazy if they signed someone. Bot? It's not George ain't a bot. Just fooling around with us.
Mayhem in the chat.
Mayhem in the chat. Go Dodgers, dude. Max D, hop out of my chat before I ban you. I'm just kidding. I won't ban you, bro. But you're close. One more Dodger comment. We're close, bro. We're close. Okay. Chat, listen, you know what's nice to know? If I was a billionaire, I could win MLB chips too. That's all it takes. All it takes. I just got to be a billionaire. That's all I have to do.
Let's not pretend like the Diamondbacks didn't buy their title too.
Yeah. Hey.
Right? Come on.
Randy Johnson was nuts.
Like that team.
Gonzo was pretty good.
Yeah, the team was.
Go Suns. Psych.
People tell me.
Yeah, people tell me.
People say they paid a lot of money for that team.
Yeah, dude, the Dodgers, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good rendition. Chad, I'm just saying, it's just nice to know that, you know? I mean, like, if that's the way baseball has to be, is I can just go and make a bunch of money, and then, like, I could just buy a chip, then
Right.
cool. That's good to know. I'm just happy I'm happy we're all in the same mindset that's all it takes, okay? Because nobody's going to consider the Dodgers good at developing anything, obviously.
I mean, that title was back when Colangelo was the dude running that team, and he was like, I couldn't do it with the Suns, so I'm just going to spend as much money as I can.
80-77. Ryan Dunn, great pass from Colin Gillespie with a yam inside.
Wow.
Colin Gillespie, just eyes on the back of his head. Yeah, Dodgers did something to him. Dude, facts. $1 billion roster for the Dodgers to get swept by the D-backs in the wild card. Yeah, that was crazy, Chad.
Yeah.
I will not lie. Chad, every year the Dodgers don't win. There's no way we're calling a foul on that, bro. That was insane. Mitchell Robinson just pushed Grayson's ass into Cat, and they got a foul call.
Yeah.
Dodgers going for a three-peat and sweep both coasts. Interesting. Going for a three-peat. Dude, I would hope they could go for a three-peat spending
Yeah, come on.
$2.2 billion. Again, like, I think it's funny that Dodger fans want to, like, celebrate it. Like, dude, I could care less. It's
How
not
much
like,
more help do they need?
yeah, like, at what point do I think the Dodgers are just a pay-to-win team, Chad? Like, oh, I hope they're going for a three-peat. Dude, I would hope so. I would hope the Dodgers win 3 in a row. Like, it's not crazy to think that they would either, especially after getting Kyle Tucker. It's pretty crazy. And after getting Edwin Diaz, which is also probably a more low-key insane thing than anything. Suns right now, 82-79.
I like the energy. I like the way this game's going.
82-79. Again, if there's one team you don't want to be in clutch time against, either Suns or them.
Right. It's going to be a dogfight down to the end.
Listen, Dodger fans, okay, I know you guys blew up my post, okay? I really don't care. I appreciate the blow-ups because I'm just gonna make you guys mad, but we're not gonna pretend that that's not true. Gonna be Suns ball after a good hands there by Cat. Is Jalen Green playing yet? He is not playing yet. We're hoping he comes back by the Hawks game. We're hoping he comes back to close out the road trip more than anything.
Yeah.
Been a long time. I do think it's gonna be a little awkward for a little bit. Colin Gillespie inbound misses that shot.
Oh, they get a foul in there.
I think so. I think it's staying Suns ball.
Yeah, I think we've got a foul on. Someone fouled Goodwin there.
Pulling him down to the ground on the.
It's the only way to stop him.
He's too active. He's too active. Get it up top to Grayson. Grayson going to drive inside. No one there. Oh. Gets it out to Colin. 3-point attempt. Misses that one short. Oh, he gets the reel. Oh, my God. Ryan Dunn wanted to rebound. Loses the ball. Oh, that's us. That's us. Let's go, Ryan.
Way to go, Dunn.
Keep fighting. Become a Dodger fan and join the dark side like Darth Vader. Dude, I would rather never watch a D-back championship than be a Dodger fan. I'm not going to cap chat. I will hope. Never mind. I won't say that. I can't say that. That's pretty bad. Like, I hate the Suns, but don't. I don't know why he's so mad at the Dodgers. I'm not mad. Do I seem mad? I'm just saying it's ridiculous, chat. I'm not mad. I'm just saying that it's ridiculous. Good pass inside by Grayson. Lose the ball, though. Oh, so not able to corral it. Like, I hate the Suns, but don't. Another turnover by the Knicks, though. Missed that shot.
Again.
This game got gross really fast. 82-79, 10-15 left in this quarter.
I feel like I'm watching a Wizards game right now.
Another possible turnover here. What? Hey!
They just tripped him.
That's got to be a foul, right? What did we just call?
No, they're not calling that.
Bro just grabbed Colin Gillespie's ankle. OG coming up limping. Chat. Called jealousy because he knows what team is the best. It's not jealousy. Again, like I said, I could care less, chat. I don't like the Dodgers. Last time the Dodgers played the D-backs in the playoffs, my team bitched yours. So I really don't care.
I don't think there's anyone arguing that the Dodgers aren't
bad.
the better team.
Yeah, no one's saying the Dodgers aren't good at baseball.
We're just saying that it's kind of ridiculous how much money they have to spend to be
that. Yeah. Dude, the D-backs made it to the World Series on what? 40% of their salary? That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy is all.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. A Knicks fan said Knicks versus refs and Suns. Suns and refs on the same side is diabolical. I feel like it's been a pretty clean game. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you couldn't really argue. Either team is like obviously getting help. I mean, this was nuts. I don't know how OG's getting the benefit here. What did George say? Keep dreaming. Jalen Green needs to play. They said he's been good to go for 2 weeks now. Yeah, he's messed up his ankle, or he messed up his hammy when he came back last time. Listen, bro, Dodger fans are California's soft for the most part. I mean, like we're not going to pretend that California isn't soft, chat. You give them the wrong matcha and you killed their family, bro. That's going to be a foul on OG for just clapping at his feet, bro.
By the way, the Suns have 14 fouls. The Knicks have 12 fouls.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that the refs
versus the refs. I feel like it's been pretty even. It has been pretty even.
Yeah.
The Suns didn't even have a lot of free throws even. Like, they just have a lot of kind of loose ball fouls more than anything.
Yeah.
It's not like we've been getting ridiculous calls on the shots.
I think they've let them play for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is...
And this is like an awkward situation right now they're trying to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, there are 4 dudes on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got bodies flying. I don't think anyone knows what's going on.
Grayson Allen is...
Stop telling me that guy is just absolutely being protected by the refs.
Grayson Allen's bleeding out his nose, got it plugged up. Broken nose. Grayson, question mark? Good defense by Oso.
Yeah.
OG trying to get into the paint. OG crossover inside. Good block by Jordan. Oh, they get the rebound. Jordan missed. Oh. Jordan Gooden with the trailing block. Clarkson gets the putback, though. Historically, Suns have been getting wrecked by the refs. Dude, chat, historically, the Suns are one of the most winningest franchises in the entire NBA, actually. I don't know if you guys know that. 82-81. Unfortunately, they don't have a chip, though. Cat 19-9, looking for another double-double on his season. Good job by Colin kind of getting out of that situation. Drives inside now. Colin, collect on him, says, that's barbecue chicken, chat.
White boy on white boy right
Barbecue,
there.
that's
white on white crime.
That's white on white crime, bro. That's white on white crime. 3-point game, 84-81. Yeah, top 5 all time, I think. I believe so. I do believe the Suns are top 5 all time winningest. That's why when they were really bad, it was like, damn. Another great defense there from Oso. Good shot from Mikhail. Them long-ass arms can shoot from anywhere, Chad.
But great job by Oso.
He's been missing. He's been missing all night. So it's
All right. That's just miscommunication, fellas.
3 dudes in the same spot. Colin trying to pass it to Royce. Oso tips it. Goes out of bounds. 84-83. 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Good close game. Nothing surprising here, chat. Been normal.
And I like the Suns in a close game.
Mikhail. Oh, I was weird. I thought Mikhail was subbing out for a second.
Shamit's back in.
Barbecue chicken.
This.
Barbecue chicken. We got Landry and Colic on the floor, chat. I am excited for the next 4 minutes.
There's going to be a lot of switching going on.
The next 3 minutes are going to be... Is Goodwin on the court right now? I can't tell if he's on the right side. We're subbing a bunch of people in.
Matchup hunting.
I would believe if
Way to go, Dunn. Look at you.
Yeah, Royce, Ryan, Colin. Yeah, Goodwin and Oso on the court right now. Good defense here. Ryan Dunn looking to guard the 5 here. Call a foul.
Cat kick him.
I think he just got nailed in the nuts.
He just kicked him.
Oso Gadaro may not have kids anymore.
Wow.
Oso pissed. Oso wants a foul. Grayson Allen was insane his first year with the Suns. Shot like 50% from 3, dude. Grayson's been nuts overall. Look at it. Look at a hostile act.
Yeah, I think the refs said they're going to.
I do think they are looking at it. 84-83. The Knicks are walking over to their bench, so I got to think they're.
That foot.
Did he kick him? Did he fully kick him?
That foot came up.
You called it out. I didn't even see it. I just knew he got hit in the nuts from the way the play develops, but
it was rough.
Yeah. Looking if there's a possible. So they called a foul, I believe, on Ryan. So they just say there's a defensive foul. They're seeing if there's a hostile act. That's a foul on Cat. Cat grabbed his arm. I don't even know if that's a foul on Ryan.
He grabs his jersey. So there's a little bit of jersey grab.
Yeah, I could see that being the foul.
But still, I think Cat was a little reckless with that leg, man.
Yeah, I wish I really wasn't paying attention. I should have been paying more attention there. But little nut shot for Oso. He's fine.
Yeah,
though.
He's all right.
A lot of shaft in that leg hit right there. Not a lot of balls, probably.
I think
I don't know if I can say that yet, but we'll allow it. We'll allow it. 84-83, 850. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big call, actually. Because if it's a foul on Cat, that's probably his 4th.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be his 4th.
So it'd be his 4th with 9 minutes left. If you wanted to, you could just go hunt him, get him into his 5th foul, so then he can't play it all until the end of the 4th quarter. Because you got to think a lot of this offense is from Cat hitting threes. Now he's got 20 points of the 80.
And they called that on Dunn, correct?
I believe so, because they called the grab in his back, I think.
Yeah, so
they're just looking to see if he kicked after the foul.
It's only his 2nd, so.
Dunn has gotten better about that. Let's see. I mean, he definitely kicks the leg out. I mean.
Yeah. I don't know that I think that.
Hostile act, unneeded.
I think it's incidental.
Oh.
Cat looked at him like,
was that Cat's 2nd tech?
What? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how we're arguing it's a normal basketball move. It definitely wasn't, but I think that was Cat's first. I thought we had a tech on Cat early in the game.
All right, so Colin's going to shoot this.
So someone's getting a free throw here.
Yeah.
Again, Chad, definitely wasn't a. I thought it was weird if they said hostile act. It definitely he left him threw the foot out, but which I think is fair. I do think. Oh my God, the Knicks versus the refs chants are gonna be crazy. They didn't call a tech against Brooks. Okay. Ball don't lie. Ball does not lie. Ball does not lie. He banged the free throw. Ball does not lie. So it's gonna be free throws for Cat still. It was still a foul on Ryan.
Yeah.
Broncos are cooked. Bo Nix is going to miss the rest of the playoffs. We saw. No, we've been talking about it, bro. We've been talking about it, bro. Broken foot. Yeah, that's a barbecue chicken year, chat.
It's done.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no part of me that believes they can win a football. Dude, he had 3 touchdowns today, bro. Like,
and it sucks because you just don't want to see a season end like that.
Especially not after a playoff performance like that, where you come out, you put your team in the position to win. Like, second to last play is crazy. I'll have to watch it because broken ankle stuff normally is like your foot's going inward and you're breaking it outwards. You're not normally like breaking it where your ankle goes out or anything. So
you just hope that it's, he has a good recovery.
Yeah, I hope it's a minor surgery where it's like, we got to go in and just like put the bone back and that's it. And then you just let it heal. Yeah. Instead of it being like
minor fracture. We don't want plates or screws.
Yeah. Ruin his movement and stuff. Well, in Texas's name, go Houston. I do want Houston probably to go. Fuck. It's 24-6 Seahawks.
That run.
This is the weakest Super Bowl Broncos could have won, actually. I do think this is probably going to be... This is be the most defense-heavy one. Little midi from Colin. That's barbecue chance. 2 shots from there now. He's banging 87-85. That's a big shot, bro. Take the lead.
Yeah.
87-85. Little floater from Deuce. Deuce, no one guarding him there. Miscommunication. It's gonna get tough. We're in the bench unit right now.
Yeah, but Kolek's not gonna... You don't want
Oh, my God. Step back 3 from Colin. Oh, my God.
Colin said, you don't want this heat, son.
Why don't Mike crime is crazy. Who is Stidham, bro? Who is Stidham? Who is Taylor Stidham or whatever his name is?
That was brutal.
Point guard's just going at it bucket for bucket right now. Cat on the floor, though. They call a foul there. Oh. That one was kind of weak. No shot. Or did they call a shooting foul? I thought it was a shooting foul. It looked like she waved her arms like, no, it's not a shooting foul.
But here's another example.
Now, Chad, do we think the Broncos can win the next game? No. What are the odds the Broncos win their next game? Depends on who it is. Jarrett Stidham, I think he sat behind Brady at some point. Yeah, that dude is absolutely going to die next week, bro.
The disrespect from Colin on Kolek.
14 fouls on the Suns, none for the Knicks. We've heard this story before, Chad. To be fair, the bench has played for a while now. I guess for 2 minutes now. So, and Cat for 3. Air ball. He stood there like he kind of banged that one too, chat.
And that's how we turn this around. Like the bench once again got us the lead again.
And again, I'm fine with like the bench coming back and then the starters going out with Dylan Brooks is on. So I eventually guess Book probably just subbed in unless you're trying to give Book a little bit more of a break. But clutch time. I'm down with I know Dylan Brooks has missed a lot of shots today, chat. I'm always a person who's like, bro, that guy might bang the biggest shot of the game though.
Yeah.
Mark Williams back on the court. So all the starters back out now. Probably going to have to finish out this game unless they just go on some crazy tear. Back out to Dylan. Dylan looking to drive inside.
He's like, I got Shamit.
He's got Landry little Shamit on him. Oh, that'd have been crazy. Oh, what just happened? Royce, you got a rebound. 90-87. Brooks has just been on a ice cold today, Chad. Our bench always gets us back. They do. Well, Seattle looks like absolute hell to play in. Yeah, dude. Seattle is absolute hell to play in. Out to the corner. 3-point for Deuce. He misses that one. Rebound to the Suns. 90-87. They have the transition numbers. 3-on-2. Get it out to Book. Book's going to drive inside. Try and get a foul.
Wow.
Thank you. They get the foul. Oh, he tweaked his ankle. He tweaked his ankle. Fuck! Landry Shamit's bitch ass twisting Devin Booker's ankle, chat.
Bro.
Well, that's not ideal. Let me see it. How bad was it? Was it a little tweak? Oh, we didn't see it there.
He just got bumped.
I think he just got bumped. Yeah, he might have just stepped on it weird. Just left foot. So it was when he came down to shoot the shot. Yeah. We shall see, chap. All right. The Niners the Seahawks just turned the ball over. I don't know how, but they just turned the ball over. Kenneth Walker, 31 yards, 8 carries. Good little free throw there, chat. Shamu talking about challenge. Yeah, dude. Shamit can go sit on the bench again, chat. Dude, shout out Shamit in that Denver game, though, a couple years ago.
You're right.
That was crazy. Dropped 35 or something. Dude, that was crazy.
That was back when Monty Williams was talking about how he wanted him to date his daughters.
That's an insane. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Kolek for 3. Misses that one. Dylan Brooks got hit in the face by Cat.
And that'll be a foul on Brooks.
They won't call it tech on Cat because it would be his second tech. But I gotta think you look at this just because he's holding you doesn't mean you can hit him in the eyes, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if you want that
reviewed.
I don't know, Cat. Yeah. You might want to hold off on that.
Yeah. Which if it's a hit to the face, it always gets reviewed, chat. So could be a flagrant We'll have to see. I mean, I'm with Matt, bro. I don't really know if you want to get something like that reviewed, bro. I'm happy I had the blinds open to see the cops earlier. I feel like it would have been weird for them to like pull up and just hear us talking in here.
I'm wondering if I have to Uber home if my car's still there.
It sounded like they were saying someone got robbed, like a person got robbed or something.
All right.
So I think they seem. I mean, dude. To be fair, I walked out. I opened the door. It's 5 cops. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Why are you guys here? You need me to contact the owner? I can contact the owner, but like, it's all good. We'll head out together. You know, Dylan probably instigated it. Well, yeah, but that's the point. You still can't go hit dudes in the face. Yeah, you can't just go hit dudes in the face, bro.
That's the reason we have him.
And again, I think you got to think like Cat already has a tech. You're in that realm. You know, you got to think of, all right, is it boiling over again? You know, is he boiling over, doing something dumb, trying to get away with it?
That game against Dallas where he was in Gafford's ear and then kind of bumped him. They're at the free throw line. And then Gafford throws an elbow, knocks him on his ass, and gets the flagrant. That's what Dylan Brooks does.
And you I gotta think people are going to these games like, hey, Dylan Brooks is gonna piss you off. Okay?
Right.
Like Mike Brown came in like, hey, bro, he's gonna piss you off.
It's not a secret.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to this game like, oh, I wonder if Dylan's gonna talk to me this game. Like, you're going in expecting bro to be probably kind of an a-hole to you.
That's what he's gonna do.
Again,
especially if he's missing all of his shots.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Does he have a point today? Does Dylan Brooks? He had maybe one mini.
Brooks has 5 points. He's 2 for 11. 1 for 6 from 3.
Oh, you're saying because of the replay, it's gonna screw us because Dylan's gonna have done something. I don't know. To be fair, I think you can't just hit people in the face. It looked like Cat was saying that he was holding his jersey, but like, can't just go hit a dude in the face then. Like,
that doesn't matter.
Those things don't really correlate. We're just like, let's see here, chat. We're looking at the cool play, bro. Show me the replay. I feel like the play where everybody touched the basketball was pretty lit. That was pretty dope. That was a pretty lit yam. It's a good pass.
Yeah, great job by Colin to see it.
Good to go after Cat there too. Ryan Dunn being faster than Cat. Just an elite pass there. Now we're looking at Jordan Goodwin. Or we're looking at all the Ryan Dunn putbacks. Love to see it, chat. He almost had that one earlier too on the rebound that ended up being a TO that he ended up getting back anyways.
That missed Oso poster was the one that really would have changed things. I felt like that was the one that got away.
We haven't heard anything yet, chat. Score is currently 93-87 Suns, pal.
Apple's trying to tell me that the Suns are in a close game right now and I should tune in. Thank God for Apple notifications.
Grayson Allen playing. Grayson Allen is playing. So they did call a foul. Maybe? Maybe we may have had imminent possession anyways. Halftime, 6-24. Yep. Okay, chat. I'm cooked.
All right. So Cat and Bridges both with 4 fouls.
Cat and Bridges with both with 4 fouls. Dang.
Oh, Williams.
Inside, gets the foul. Who is that on?
It's probably on Landry.
It's a fine person for them to get a foul. I need one more stat from Goodwin. You could get it.
What kind of stat?
Any stat, little like stock or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Anunoby playing. Anunoby is playing, chat. Anunoby is playing. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart were the only two out for the two out for the Knicks today. Suns don't have Bouye and Jalen Green. 94-87. He makes the first free throw. Mark Williams, that is 6:24. Buckets.
Way to go, big fella.
95-87.
Hack-a-Shack won't work with this team.
Unless it's Oso. Unless it's Oso is good. Oso usually does one. He usually gets 1 of 2. 3-pointer from the Knicks. Missed that one. Big rebound by Mitchell. Going to be a foul on Mark Williams there, grabbing his jersey. They are in the bonus already. Holy shit, they got 6 minutes in the bonus. It's not ideal.
We'll see.
Hawks got whipped. No Daniels and farewell Trey. No Dyson? Dyson wasn't playing? Why wasn't Dyson playing today? I'm fine with Mitchell also taking free throws.
Yeah, me too.
He had the rebound for sure. 23.
Whoa, Mitch.
Yeah, I'm fine with Mitchell Robinson shooting free throws. Oh my God.
He's not living up to that jersey number, man.
We are 12 men deep. Yeah, George, remission. We've been in and out of injuries and stuff. It's all good though. We're using everybody. Jordan Knott's used everybody this year, chat.
And there are no weak links.
Oh my God, that is the ugliest free throw I've ever seen in my life.
That shot defies physics.
Bro, it's a rocket of, dude, if it touches any of the rim, it's a miss. It has to go straight. Turnover here by Book. It's good defense. Play good defense. McHale with it. Get it out
Landry Shamet with the steal. That's crazy.
OG. Dylan Brooks on him. No!
That's a little...
He throw his hips into him?
That's a little
I
soft.
thought that was a little soft. Petzing is from Stefanski. I didn't want him for the Cardinals. No, please, God, don't give us Stefanski.
No.
Granted, again, chat, the
But also
only...
don't bring the retreads either.
Only reason I'm okay somewhat with Stefanski is because he has 2 Coach of the Years, but that's literally it. And he was on the Browns when he got him, and they still didn't do anything when he got him. So dude, chat, I would cry. I would cry.
Don't bring Vance back. Like, don't do any retreads. Just, hey. Missing
Another
shots.
miss?
Missing shots.
Oh, Stefanski got hired to the Falcons. Oh, well, they're still ass.
That's great news.
Yeah, that's great to hear, chat. I'm so happy Stefanski is not on the board anymore. Dude, chat, the Falcons might waste. Do you know AZ Sports Fan? He wants Stefanski held to the note. Yeah, dude, I'm out. I'm out on it. Dude, AZ Sports Fan's cool, though. I like AZ Sports Fan. But to be fair, like them and PHNX chat, terrible takes. They just don't do anything intelligent at all when it comes to like what makes sense. The Cardinals probably will choose an offensive guy. I think if they got Mike McDaniels or if they got Robert Saleh, they would also get Mike McDaniels. So I would say that they need to go do that type of thing. Colin Gillespie driving inside 95-89. Misses that one. Had been hitting that all night. Yeah. I like AZ Sports Fan, though. AZ Sports Fan is chill. AZ Sports Fan only talks about the Cardinals, but his name is AZ Sports. Chat, that's why Uncensored Sports makes more sense. We'll do all the games. 3 here, way off by OG.
Good
rebound to Book. Slow it down. Slow it down, big fella. Devin Booker trying to drive inside. At the 3-point line, deuce on him. I don't know why it was country. Looking to go to ISO game. Out to the corner, Dylan Brooks.
Go,
just
Brooks.
Get one. Boom! Rebound by Mark, though. Royce O'Neal, that's a more guaranteed 3.
There we go,
Cash
baby.
it out, 98-89.
Royce is
He seems
lethal.
chill, though. Yeah, AZ Sports Fan is chill. It's just, it just only talks about the Cardinals, chat.
Royce has the best 3-point percentage in the fourth quarter in the NBA.
Cash it out, boys. Cash it out. Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing, there's one thing that's chill about like everybody out here on the Suns team is like, dude, I trust them to all basically make a shot.
Well,
literally every
yeah.
single. Like I understand Dylan just missed chat. Again, like I said, he's had also a horrific night. At this point, I do think I would be in the realm of like, Dylan, stop shooting. Like, hey, unless you've got something free or a wide open 3, like don't shoot it. Because there's other guys who are just making shots right now.
Make the pass.
But at the same time, Bo Nix out for the rest of the playoffs. Yeah, we've been talking about it, Chris. Kind of nuts. He's chill. He has wild and dumb takes. Yeah, I mean, AZ Sports Fan, I wouldn't say has dumb takes. It's just, more emotional take. Again, Steph, it's more like AZ Sports Fan looks at a lot of like stuff and then like puts a take out more than anything. And is like, oh, let's go with like the most, like the most, probably the most like basic take. But I like AZ Sports Fan. And when he talks about the Cardinals during the season, it was pretty good. I liked him talking about the Cardinals throughout the year. I didn't think he was doing anything like crazy. Let me see. Did he post a video about Stefanski?
Just no PHNX, please.
Just no PHNX, chat.
Just don't. You can do better.
Like, I think AZ Sports Fan, if I brought him on, me and him would just beef the whole time. Because I just don't think, I don't know, did he play football? I don't know if he played football. Kind of looks like he might have played football, though. I like Bo and Johnny. I don't rock with Bo very much. I think Bo's probably the only person who has, like, intelligent takes. Johnny's chill. Just them as, like, a whole, though. Like, they don't do anything. Like, it's hard to, like, I don't think it's mean to say, but they, like, literally don't do anything.
They're not giving you much.
Yeah, to me, I go to them for, like, an update. That's it, though. That's, like, I don't expect them to say anything intelligent. I don't expect them to, like, have any good takes. I just kind of like go to PHNX to like see the newest news because it's not my job. You know what I mean? Like, if I was getting paid paid to do the live broadcasting stuff, Chad, like I'd be more entertaining. We would do more stuff, and we would have more interesting people on. I appreciate it, George. Hey, chat, clap it up for George. Appreciate you, George. Appreciate you, George. George said I'm the best sports talker in AZ chat. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. I do a lot more than everybody else too. More than anything, Chad. I'm just gonna do more fun stuff. I said what's up to Bo at training camp, and he followed me back on here. Hey, vibes. Yeah, again, I think Bo's chill. I just don't think they do anything more than anything. Like I think PHN. Not trying to beef, bro. I'm just saying that they kind of go out and they just like do the stuff that 98.7 does on like on a more low key basis. But that's like kind of it. They don't challenge it. They don't do anything to like ruffle feathers or like be entertaining. It's just like, yeah, we're a bunch of dudes who like watch AZ and then we get paid to do it.
For that budget, you should be getting some quality takes.
Yeah.
There's way too much budget there to get just milquetoast vanilla takes.
Yeah, it's just vanilla. It's very vanilla to me. WPHNX Spencer said. Again, I think it fits a certain group of people. It's just not my cup of tea. Just very vanilla.
Just expect more.
Yeah, I kind of just want to see them do more things more than anything.
Also, they didn't.
Oh my God, good steal by Grayson Allen.
Oh,
gonna be a foul on Grayson?
Still with the.
I don't know about that one, Tad. I don't know about that one. Foul on Grayson there is kind of crazy. OG trying to go to work though.
Yep. Great
What
steal.
was the foul? What?
He tried to replay that ball off of the dome that he did with McHale.
The Diamondback, I haven't watched the Diamondback show, to be fair. I don't know the PHNX Diamondback show. Again, though, like I would just rather listen to the radio than PHNX most of the time. Like I'd rather listen to the guys who've been doing it for a long time. Again, chat, I'm not trying to shit talk PHNX, but like I'm kind of going to because like I really don't care.
I will shit talk PHNX.
I just don't care about PHNX more than anything. I think they would love to be rivals with me because I get more views on my stuff with less followers than they do. Like I think they would love to be on my channel 99% of the time. If I had as big a following as them, chat, I would be doing an ungodly amount of numbers.
Yeah.
But you have 3 merch on? Is this their merch? I didn't even know that. Is it?
I think it is.
Oh,
it is. That's Southwest Biases.
Oh, okay.
That's what's his name? That's Saul's. No, Espo's.
It was a Christmas. It was a Christmas gift, chat. I didn't even know that's who it was from. See, that's what I'm saying though. Like their brand, I don't even know. Like if I had shirts that were, chat, I'm not gonna beef with them. I'm not gonna beef with them.
I thought you were just trolling.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize at all. Like. And one from Book. He misses the shot though. To be honest, Chad, I had no idea I was wearing their shirt. To be fair.
They don't treat their people very well.
Yeah, I haven't heard great things about PHNX, Chad.
They laid off a lot of people right before Christmas, like just awful stuff.
Yeah, Chad, again, Chad, I'm just gonna say, I thought you were trolling too with the merch on. That's so funny. That's so funny. I had no idea. I literally have no clue. That's so funny though. Again, like I'm saying, I'm not trying to shit talk them. I'm just like they just do vanilla shit, bro. They don't do anything new. What they do is normal sports media for here.
They're not offering.
Locked On Suns is pretty bad. Locked On Suns is pretty bad.
It's awful.
Again, they just Chad. I can beat a dead horse. They don't do anything new. You won't find them going and shit talking Dodger fans, Bear fans. Like Chad, I've been public enemy number 1. Chad, if you look at like who Seattle hates most as a creator, anyone who has watched my stuff would say me. They would never go out of their way to do that.
No.
191, by the way. We'll lock in for a little second here. 405, Grayson Allen, primary defender on Deuce. He's looking to go to work. Gets it back outside to OG. OG driving inside. Misses the free throw. They call a foul on Mark, though. I thought Mark did hit him, but Mark doesn't like the foul call. Crap talk is for fans, not the media. Yeah, facts. If you want to believe regular media is the only media to be done, then yes. Regular media is boring as shit nowadays, though.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be new media, and they're just not good.
They are supposed to be new media. They're supposed to be challenging. Again, new media to them is just being the new version of the vanilla stuff more than anything.
Yep. Look, it's a very polished corporate company.
Correct. Yeah.
All cities, and
they need it.
That the company that owns them has the same format in Denver. They got the same format in Chicago. Like it's all just very corporate.
Chad, I think of myself more in the realm of Barstool. 3 minutes for Godwin to get one stat. I don't know, dude. They have all the starters in right now. I don't know. So, someone would have to probably get hurt for Godwin to come in. Second free throw is good, though. 92-100. Cat is in the game. Cat is in the game, I believe. I'd have to see down the court. I'm doing all this talk about, Cat is in the game. Chat, again, like I said, new media. You could put me on a lot of broadcasts right now, chat, for other teams, and they would hate me. 192, 343. Grayson Allen for 3. That one's off the front rim. Almost missed everything. Up 8. Suns just got to lock in here. Almost into that clutch time mark. OG driving inside. Almost a travel. Gets it out to Jordan Clarkson. He misses a three-pointer by a lot. Devin Booker with it.
Book, just keep the ball here. I feel
what's all me, Chris? What's all me? What about Grayson Allen? Grayson Allen is in currently. He just missed that last 3. Booker looking for the midi. That's tough. That would have been a crazy one to hit. They call a foul, though. Good job getting the foul there.
Yeah.
As a Cronkite journalism student, I'm not trying to burn bridges. Yeah, I just don't care about bridges at all, honestly. Again, there's people that we're talking to with Matt. We won't say names right now, but there is more reason to create interesting. Again, chat, I'm going to say this one more time because I'm tired of saying it. The company that, like Matt said, that owns PHNX want to go out and be vanilla for the people who don't care about sports, okay? Who just want to listen to the Sun stuff, be bolstered in whatever direction, talk nice about them, whatever. They will never talk shit about players.
They kind of have to because of the corporate sponsors, and they're not allowed to get really.
Yeah, they can't go outside the lines. Yeah, they got to be inside the line. You got to color inside the lines for them. I don't care. 3-pointer from Bridges.
Oh,
I was gonna say something rude there. I won't say it though, because I like Bridges, okay? I was gonna say something. I won't say anything mean about Bridges. I'm just saying, chat, I think you can build more bridges by being controversial and again, controversial. I don't think most of the stuff I say, some of the stuff is rage bait, chat. A lot of it is legitimate though. Grayson Allen for 3 wide open, misses that one. Suns are gonna need to go into the paint a couple more times. They are in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus now, 102-95. Devin Booker, the primary defender on Deuce. He drives inside right side, trying to get his shot. Jumps up, no foul, gets the shot though, 97-102.
Nice move by Deuce.
Good job by Book to not foul, would have been an and one as well. Again, regular media, hey chat, everybody wants to do all the normal stuff because it's hard to do the stuff that's not normal, okay? I'm fine with doing the stuff that's not normal if it's harder. 102-97, 2:16, almost into clutch time here. Devin Booker going to work, gets it outside to Royce. Royce gets it over to Grayson. He shoots another 3. Misses that one, get the rebound. Oh. OG with another big rebound, 97-102, chance to make it a one-possession game if they bang a 3 here. They get it to Cat. He pump fakes. He drives on Royce.
Good
staying up top, comes back outside. Cat looking to go to work. ISO game. Good job by Royce. Stays in front. Deuce outside. Jordan Clarkson misses that 3. Rebound the ball. Holy shit. Royce gets the rebound. He throws it outlet. Oh, my God. Rebound. Oh, my God. It played crazy.
Way to go,
Grayson
Williams.
Allen tips it up into the backboard. Mark Williams stays there. 104-97. Deuce with it. Royce, his defender, closing off the pick. 3-pointer from Deuce.
Rebound.
Misses that one. Dylan Brooks with it now. Up 7, 104-97, 130 left in the game. Devin Booker bringing it down the court. Deuce, his primary defender.
You got this, Book. Just
Dylan Brooks coming over to set a pick. They get the switch. They get the double, actually. Get it to Dylan now. Dylan with no one in front of him can go inside. Jordan Clarkson, hip bump, midi. Misses that one. Holy shit, Dylan Brooks is on a cold night. Royce O'Neal with the steal. Just wait time. Play time. You're up 7. No, Royce, why? Why?
What are you doing?
Why did we shoot Royce? It was a 3-possession game. Outside Cat, 3-point attempt, wide open. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
There is not a lot of high IQ basketball going on right now.
Holy shit.
What is going on?
Anthony Towns was wide open and just airballed the 3.
Oh.
That was crazy.
Royce O'Neal with the dumbest choice ever.
Followed up by
you got a minute left.
Followed up by a Karl Anthony Towns airball. That was insane.
You're up 7 with a minute and you shoot a 3 with no rebounders?
Dude, he was wide open, bro.
Why?
That was so 50 seconds left. The Knicks don't have to foul yet. They also don't have any to give though. So Devin Booker with it. Dude, just let Devin Booker go to work. Yeah, 7-point game. Grayson, move!
Just keep the ball, Book.
Oh.
Just go do what you need to do.
All right, Royce. Oh, yeah, good pass.
Oh.
Yeah, good job.
Oh.
Good job, Mark.
All right.
Royce do be doing some dumb shit sometimes. It's all good. Mark Williams going to the free throw line, up 7, 34 seconds left in the game. I can't believe that. Cat just airballed a wide open 3, Jack.
Totally.
That was crazy.
I can't believe that this play happened.
That was nuts. Yeah, Royce aired it out, and I was like, whoa.
What the hell?
104.97, 35 seconds left in the quarter.
And Mark, well played, brother.
4 of 4 from the free throw line.
14 and 9.
Why did I say anything?
You got this. You
Why
got
did I
this.
say anything?
You got this, bro.
104.97. Dude, I've always seen Mark Williams miss these free throws. He never makes them, bro.
Definitely gonna miss
He's definitely going to miss this free throw. Okay, chat? He's definitely going to miss this free throw. 104.97. By the way, the Seahawks are still up 24-6. Beginning of the third quarter, the Niners have it at 4th and 2 on the Seattle 44. Interesting decision to be made there for them. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I dropped an F-bomb.
The problem with missing that is now this game is going to take
9 years. If he'd made those free throws, they just would have been like, it is what it is. Cat driving inside, don't foul.
That's fine.
104-99, 5-point game.
They have to foul the rest of the way.
Suns do have timeouts too, so they don't necessarily have to touch this ball yet. Oh, nice. Oh, great job there. Hey! Cat wanted to charge.
That's number 5
Laker fans
on
wanted
Cat.
to run Aiden out of town after saying Suns fan were punching air is hilarious. Dude, chat. We won't have a long after like post game just because it's 8 o'clock and I want to go home. But DA slander, I will always appreciate. I will always appreciate DA slander.
We tried to tell Lakers fans what
We
was gonna
tried. I
happen,
tried to tell my buddy. I tried, chat.
and they didn't want to listen.
The Niners, I believe, may have converted to 4th down. It says 1st and 10. Seattle 42. Kyle Shanahan having to put a masterclass on against what is it, Brian? I forgot what his name is. So Grayson Allen shooting free throws here, chat.
Dable?
1 of 5, 99.
Good job, big fella. Good job, big fella.
105-99. Just bang this one. Make it a 7-point game. Basically
Yeah.
wraps. Suns will just let them go and shoot for the most part. Just defend the 3. Makes that one.
Way to go, Grayson.
106-99. Oh, you can't go slow. Why did Mikal sit there? That was weird. Mikal, shoot a 3. Dude, it's way too long if you're trying to come back. 7 points. That'd have been crazy. OG misses his 3. It's going to be wraps for the game. Going to be Suns ball. Suns are going to close this one out 106. I would think. I wouldn't think that we're fouling still. It's a 7-point game.
Yeah, no, it's over. 106-99.
Suns are going to close out this game. They go back-to-back wins they have back-to-back wins now against the Knicks. Obviously, without Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson. Again, though, I mean, to be fair, the Knicks came out and they were shooting lights out from 3 for a lot of this game. Shriveled up kind of towards the end of this game. I got to think that it's a fairly similar scenario if the Suns are fully healthy and the Knicks are fully healthy. Obviously, you have Book coming off an injury. Not, like you said, obviously his average is going to go down tonight, but
sure,
a good game overall. Big takeaways. Dylan Brooks going to need to get out of the slump. One thing I love about him taking a bunch of shots is that, kind of gets you out of the slump quicker, usually. Their defense was elite. The bench is still just ridiculous. The bench is going to be the story of the Suns season until someone can stop their bench, they're going to be lethal for all 4 quarters all the time. 100%. So be interesting to see just in general kind of how it builds. What big takeaways for you? Anything stick out to you that was surprising or?
No, just that these were going to be the toughest games of this trip, Detroit and the Knicks. So now after this, they've got Brooklyn, they've got Philly. Those are back-to-backs. So I don't know how much we'll see of Mark, and then after that, we've got the Hawks game. So we're going to see Jalen Green within the next 3 games, I think.
And I think what's going to be lit is seeing Jalen just, get some of the rust off. I think, again, I could easily see, honestly, him coming back for the Hawks game.
Yep.
And then I could see Book sitting too. If he has an ankle problem, they don't want to deal with it. He looked pretty fine today, to be honest. But they'll be looking probably to have someone sit and bring someone in, that being Jalen Green comes in and someone sits. I think it's not, he did have 27. He didn't bring it down that much.
No.
14 attempted free throws. You only missed those 2. The two we saw that we made fun of were the only 2 he made. Or the only 2 he
heard
missed.
us.
So he missed 1 at the end of the half. And that was kind of it. Again, free throws are a big part tonight. Got to come out. You got to win these games. You got to win the free throw battle. Knicks went into with 6 minutes left. We're in bonus. They do a good job of limiting. Who were they showing on the screen?
That was Danilo Gallinari, and that was Melo. So the Knicks had all these old Knicks players there. Stephon Marbury. By the way, shout out Marbury. They had Amare there. Like all these old Knicks players were there tonight. So that's kind of badass. I love that.
That's kind of wild. I feel like, again, Book a Gallinari fan. Okay, heard it. I was just confused. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, again, kind of moving forward with the season. Again, I think the Suns have done a great job of handling guys back-to-backs, all that type of stuff.
Yep.
I thought it was good that Book sat out a game after rolling his ankle instead of risking stuff. It sucked, but I was like, yeah, it is what it is. Almost won that game. Like, again, the bench has been obviously ridiculous this year. They put some of the bench into the starting lineup for that Pistons game, and they almost won the game. We see why the bench is so lethal right now. You got dudes who are all hounding defensive. Again, it all starts defensively. The Suns have gone out with a mentality this year of, we have every single person is playing team defense. If you want to get the ball, you can rebound the ball. If you want to get the ball later on, you can rebound the ball. If you want to get the ball, go steal it from someone. Like, I think there is a big part of this mentality for the Suns that is go out there and work for your touches. You're not just gonna get the ball. Last year it was
pressure. Like we're picking them up full court.
And I think that's one of those where, again, it's just the effort. You got guys who are out there like, dude, Coach, you want us to run full court? Oh, dude.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good, bro. I'll run it full court, dude. Real quick, the Seahawks just got down to the San Fran 14. I just think, again, the team is overall trying harder this year, overall wanting to win more. I got to think, I don't think KD necessarily is okay with losing, but he's got a couple chips. All these dudes, they give me Pacer vibes from last year.
Yeah,
is what
100%.
the Suns give me. They give me Pacer vibes. You're going to go out there. You're going to have good defensive plays. You're going to come out in clutch time. Like we saw, obviously, Tyrese Halliburton have, I would say, probably the most insane playoffs I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
That was the most ridiculous I've ever seen for a team that really shouldn't have beat the teams they played.
And they love playing together. That was the thing, is those guys played for each other, and I feel like this Suns team has that same thing. They love each other. They play for each other. There's competition, but they all genuinely want each other to be successful and happy. And that kind of, we haven't had those vibes since
McHale and
the
Cam.
Twins.
Yeah, since McHale and Cam were here.
Yeah.
And again, real quick, George is saying that the Ja to Phoenix rumor is getting some traction. Personally, I'm not a big Ja guy. I don't really think Ja does much, to be honest.
The only way to do that financially is you got to give up Green. And look, if Memphis,
am I willing to do that?
If Memphis is trading Ja, they're starting over. They don't want.
I gotta think they're getting rid of Jaren and Jackson as well. Then,
they want draft picks. We don't have draft picks, so there's not going to be a situation where I think they're going to get what they truly want. But of all teams to give them what they want, I don't think Suns even have that.
Yeah, and again, I think I'm kind of in that realm of just I think Ja's a good guy. I think he's had some struggles. I do think Ja could be really good at basketball. He is terrible at shooting threes, horrifically bad at shooting threes. Jalen Green, I honestly believe Jalen Green has a pretty good ceiling. I think Jalen Green's floor is really good.
Yeah.
And he's 23 years old.
Right.
I would rather just stick with Jalen personally. I think I'm with you, George. I would just rather stick with Jalen just because I think Jalen's been with the team. Jalen comes into people's interviews with the Suns. Like I think Jalen likes being a Sun. And I think if there's one way to make him mad and upset and then play against you, it would be to send him to Memphis. I don't want to play against a guy who's pissed off at the Suns. And I just think, again, I think that, Jalen's buying in, the team is buying in, and there's a lot of guys here that just want to play basketball.
And he's going to have a chip on his shoulder with Houston saying, we're giving up on you.
Yeah.
Green is going to come in here, and I think that we're going to see a different gear to the Suns offense with Ott.
Yeah.
I would rather see Ja get another chance in somewhere like Miami, where they've got a really good coach and a great culture. They need a
great
point
culture.
guard.
Yeah.
They have some assets that they can use to trade for him. I think that would be a good reset for him.
I think that's a good spot. I think that'd be a good spot for him too. I think that's I hadn't really thought about other places for Ja to go in general. Suns bench outscored the Knicks bench by 39 to 14. Good God.
And that's what we know about this bench mob. They're just great.
What's crazy is Jalen Green coming on pushes someone to the bench. I don't even know who. Which means Colin goes to the bench, and Colin is torching bench guys.
Right.
Torching. Dude, Grayson, torching bench guys.
So you've got Oso, Dunn, Colin, Allen.
That's an elite second unit. This
team is deep. And I think we haven't seen them at their full potential. And if you can get, I know everyone says trade for a power forward. I think they have the power forward of the future on the team with Rasheer Fleming. He just needs, he's a baby.
He's a baby.
So give him some time. He's going to get more minutes. I'd rather that guy get some burn this year so he'll be a player next year than get some mid power forward who's just going to fill space.
And again, I'm chat, live life with this mantra. Dude, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I struggle to think about trading someone in because, again, normally that would mean you're sending someone. Dude, if there's one way to break up the rhythm and vibe of a team, it's to send literally anyone on this team anywhere. Literally any person on this team will be dang, bro. And then you're bringing someone else into the culture. You're trying to figure all that stuff out. I legitimately think that I would rather just sit on it and wait till the offseason because midseason trades also aren't ever
they don't
really
work.
They're really not beneficial.
No.
They don't do anything. Your offseason trades are when you see, big people moving, more mediocre trades that are kind of beneficial in one team's direction. I don't think the Suns have won enough games to be considering let's change the vibe of the team. I think there is a part of this team that still needs to be proven, and you still got to put the dudes through it. Richards, maybe O'Neal. Again, I think Nick Richards leaving. We don't see Nick Richards a lot. We don't see him talking to people.
They don't have a choice. So Nick Richards, that's a financial situation where they have to because he's a free agent this summer. They don't have the money to extend him because they have to extend Colin and they have to extend Nick. So, yeah, Nick Richards, they'll trade him. Also, if they can get rid of Richards and bring in someone who's $250,000 less, they get under the luxury tax, they'll get a second-round pick, and then they'll have the money they need for Colin and Mark this summer. So Nick is definitely going to be traded. That's why he's not playing at all, is because they don't want him to get injured.
Yeah.
Right? So that's going to happen.
And again, I think it's one of those where, again, I like Nick. I think Nick has been fine. He's been fine. He just, he hasn't been elite ever. He hasn't been bad, which, again, is where he's been in the NBA. That's where he's always been in the NBA is, kind of second, that backup center and, fringe third, more on the end of being a backup center than being on a fringe third. But, again, they're probably going to trade Nick, and they honestly might just get picks back. They might just get a second-round pick for Nick Richards. They won't get a ton. It's not like Nick Richards' value is massive either. It's just one of those where he's in that spot where wherever he moves, he's going to be a great addition at center for them. That was what he was for us.
Right.
It's a great addition at center to us to try and just figure it out a little bit.
Yeah. Boston's looking to pick up a center. The Knicks are because they can't count on Mitch being healthy. Yeah. So he's going to end up on a team that needs a center. We have an embarrassment of riches at center right now compared to where we were last year.
Oh, yeah.
It's...
And again, one of those where you're looking to kind of move guys so then they move up in a position, move up. Right now, they can't play Kaman because if they played Kaman over Nick, then it would be all right, how bad is Nick Richards at basketball?
Right.
If it had to come down to that. If Oso got hurt or Mark got hurt, then it would be Nick is then that backup center for the most part.
Right.
They can't, there is no way to move Man up because, chat, Man is incredibly raw. He doesn't have a ton of formed NBA form talent yet. It's going to take a bit for Man to figure out his length. It's the problem that we had with people had with Bol Bol. Bol Bol would just go to a teams and people expect him to be a freak. And it was just dude, nobody's teaching him how to play either position. We want him to play center. We want him to play this. Man is in that spot where it's dude, you're going to play center and we're going to teach you how to play center, kind of a, the weird kind of blanket centers that we have in the NBA now where they can go shoot threes, they can go do X, Y, and Z. He's got to do a lot before he can do that on an NBA court night in and night out.
Yeah. And thankfully, we don't need him right now.
Exactly.
There were a lot of pundits that were clowning the Suns. What are you doing if you're drafting Kaman and then you're trading for Mark Williams? This is why. This is exactly why. We're seeing it 100%. So don't listen to these stupid pundits.
Yeah, regular media, again, is going to go out there and be well, the Suns need to trade. There's some regular media outlets right now that are Grayson Allen would be a great trade value. It's bro, dude, what are you... Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you're beating the Knicks are, what, the 4 seed in the East?
Yeah, they've been as high as the 2 seed. You know, like the thing is, sure, it looks like the Suns have redundancy, but Grayson spaces the floor, so he gives you gravity. He makes it so that the guys who are the slashers like Dunn can cut inside, back cuts.
They're the 3 seed right now. Like,
yeah, and it is nice to have it. It's great to have redundancy because
let's go Suns, AZ Superfan.
We've seen injuries derail this team, and we know now we're finally going to get Jalen Green back. So we do have some protection if there are some unfortunate injuries going down the road.
Wow, the Knicks fall so hard since the cup win. Dude, the Knicks were... the cup win? Are we dead ass? Are we talking about the cup, dude? Are you serious? Dude, granted, Chad, they have been on a slide. They've now lost 8 of their last 10.
Yeah.
The Knicks are in a weird spot. Again, the Knicks are always going to be in a weird spot, though. They're never going to be like elite, but they're never also going to be ass. They're always going to be in the middle ground. Again, Chad,
they struggle if Jalen's not there.
Yeah, if Jalen Brunson is not there.
Brunson is the heart of this team.
There is no consistency throughout play. Like they don't have a it's a lot of stuff. Like you said, it's a very fair point. Again, I think, Chad, as we kind of wrap up now too, like at the end of the day, I am always going to sit on the fact, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nick has not been used. So it's a fine thing to change. I'm okay with changing Nick out, which is going to, again, like you said, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen.
It has to.
It's when you start to then be like, oh, well, could we pair Royce O'Neal with him and get a first round pick or something, like stuff like that, where I'm like, it's not needed. I don't want to do that. I don't think it makes sense. If you're winning games and you're winning a lot of games convincingly, yes, you have some close games. Again, chat, like they almost beat the Pistons without Devin Booker and Jalen Green.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to look at that and be like, damn, we have like an elite group of basketball players and it works right now. And again, I think that's why I think of the Pacers, because the Pacers were very much like that last year of like, we're kind of in a weird spot. They didn't win as many games in the first half of the season as I think the Suns have now, but they were in that weird spot of like, we could be good. We could maybe be a little bit below average. Yep. And then inevitably their ceiling was the NBA championship, and they could have won probably in Game 7 if Tyrese didn't tear his Achilles. Like, yeah, I think you could see a similar run like the Suns. The only thing is the Suns play in the West. The Pacers probably would not have done that in the West if they were in the West. I think they would have gotten to the chip. They wouldn't have beat the Thunder. But at the end of the day, the Suns could win one playoff game. I think if you threw them in the playoffs right now, they could win one playoff series against one of the 8 teams that got in.
Yeah,
easily. Maybe 100%. 2, maybe 3. Like
100%. This team is always going to be in a series because they just try that hard. And I think that there's enough balance on the team. And look, what happens in the playoffs is those rotations shrink. You're not running as many guys.
Yeah.
But you still have to run 8 guys out there, and the Suns are going to beat you with 3 of their subs every time.
And again, they don't have Jalen Green right now. Like Jalen Green last year, chat, was the highest scoring player on the Rockets. He missed 2 games.
Yeah.
Did he absolutely granted, he had a 40-point game in the playoffs. He was terrible in the rest of the games, okay? That's the recency bias that all Rocket fans are going to have, all media's going to have. Oh, look at how bad he was in the playoffs. Jalen Green is 23 and is probably still able to drop in 40 a night in the playoffs if given the chance. If he gets into a rhythm with the Suns, which I think he will, because it just seems like you can get into rhythm on teams that you like. When teams like each other, you can get into rhythms because Dylan Brooks missed a bunch of shots tonight. I bet you $1, no one on the court was like, Dylan, stop shooting. Nobody was like, Dylan, stop shooting. Everybody was like, no, you're good, Dylan. Like, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
I don't want to hear about how bad people were last season on other teams. Look how bad Royce and Grayson Allen and Oso and Dunn were last season for the Suns. Jordan Knott has changed that. And I think if we don't really look at how his system has fixed things for this team and how having that kind of ball pressure and downhill speed that Green brings to it, the playmaking ability, he's a perfect pairing with Booker.
He is legitimately the exact thing that opens up literally all of Devin Booker's basketball.
Yeah.
Like, again, which is why I thought when Brad came, that was the expectation.
Exactly.
Brad, stop shooting middies. You need to drive. And it was like, and then it was, all the other stuff that happened. And Bradley Beal didn't play basketball.
Ironically, that's the issue that we've seen. Do I think that Green is going to have that kind of problem all season? No.
No.
This was a fluke soft tissue injury.
And it's a hammy thing, bro.
We're not talking about an ACL here.
No, it's a
He'll
hammy thing, bro. It's a hammy stuff, especially in basketball, is what sidelines dudes for a long time. And then, which it didn't sideline for a long time. And then we brought him back and he got hurt again. And it was just like, hey, all right, we're doing a full recovery.
And if they had needed him, I think he would have come back sooner, right?
Facts. It's a very valid point.
But we haven't needed him. We're winning games. I mean, when you look at what happened with Detroit, we almost beat them on their floor without our two best offensive players. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it isn't even a debate if Jalen Green is the second best offensive player on this team.
No.
Jalen Green is, like I said, chat, he's not a great three-point shooter. He's serviceable. You can't leave him open. And I swear, dude, ISO game, you don't want to go into the paint with Jalen Green.
No.
Jalen Green, you can be on Jalen Green's hip to the rack, chat, and you will still be postered. Like, there are different levels to posters, the poster package, the layup package. Like, he will go out of his way. He has a John Morant vibe to him of like, oh, you want to stand in the paint?
Right.
Okay, sounds great, dude. Like, and he's younger than John Morant. Like,
he'll eat your soul.
It is one of those good dub tonight, like Efren said. He's been healthy for 2 weeks. They really gonna take it really slow with him. Again, and that's the correct way to go about. Like you said, they are still winning basketball games. They were playing against this is beginning or like kind of after the first 10 games of the season, they had a pretty like rough schedule. This is probably one of the more difficult parts of the schedule, chat. They played against the Pistons. They played against the Heat. Both teams in the playoffs right now. One is the 1 seed, one is the 8. They're going to play the 7 seed, and then they just played the 3rd seed. Like, they are playing every single top-level team right now in the East. And they lost 2 of them. One of them barely with no book and green.
Yep.
And they lost the Heat one because they honestly just threw the game away.
They just melted down.
And Bam Adebayo hit 2 threes, shooting 5% on the year, chat. Like, it was crazy, okay?
Bam put in a vintage Steph Curry.
Dude, it was crazy. It was like the most clutch threes he will literally ever hit in his entire life were hit against the Suns 4 nights ago, chat. Like, it's one of those where, again, if Jalen Green's in that game, bro, who knows the foul trouble? Who knows that stuff? If Devin Booker doesn't roll his ankle in the 4th quarter, they might win the game. Like, there is so much more. Again, the ceiling of the Suns, we don't know what it is yet. We really don't know what it is. They beat the Thunder. They have a chance to maybe they could beat the Nut. Like, there is no team in the West right now that you can't say they wouldn't at least beat one time.
No, they beat the Spurs twice.
Shout out the game winner from Devin Booker over the Thunder, as I said it. They beat the Spurs twice already, chat?
Yeah. They beat Minnesota when we were down 9 with a minute 7 left. Yeah. Like, this team does not care what you think.
They have beat.
They're gonna be in it at the end.
Of the top 6 teams in the West, which is obviously much more difficult, they have beat 1, 2, 3, 4 of those top 6 teams. They've beat the Thunder, the Spurs, the Wolves, the Lakers.
And the Rockets only beat them because it was on the second game of back-to-back, and KD needed a last-second dagger 3 to win the game, right? Like, they just beat OKC, and then we got to go
play the Rockets at home.
And the flight got canceled, so they had to take the plane the next day, and they go and they play Houston in Houston down to the last possession. Come on.
And again, Chad, we'll close out on that. Again, Chad, I will continue to shit on the East. I will continue to shit on the East 100%.
Dog walk.
Just dog walk. We would dog walk. Chad, currently, if the Suns were in the East, they would be, I believe, the 4 seed. I could be incorrect based on what the tiebreakers are.
No, you're right.
But they might be, they'd be the 3 seed because they'd be above the Knicks now.
Yep.
They would be the 3 seed in the East, chat. Chat, we are the 7 seed in the West, and we've beat 4 of the top 6 teams in the West, okay? Again, the ceiling, unknown. The Suns ceiling with Jalen Green could be insanity.
And that's really, this team is not going to make a big trade because they want to see who they have.
Yeah, what do we got?
We don't know.
And again, like I said, like, it's off-season trade. Like, you go through the next half of the season, see what happens.
Yep.
And if you're like, damn, this team's pretty good. This team's pretty good. We should let's re-sign Colin and let's just run it back and then see what we do next year with another year of talent. Like,
and if they go through the second half of the season and it doesn't work out the way they think it did with Jalen Green, that will be a totally different story. And then they'll look at that in the summer. But they're not going to do that before they see him.
Yeah. Especially
because
when
that dude right there wants him.
Especially because the full game he played, will you have 25, 26 or whatever? Like,
yeah.
Let me see Jalen Green. Let me look up Jalen Green's stats real quick just to close out.
I think it was 27, and here's the other thing. Jordan Knott wants Jalen Green to play on his basketball team. This dude's earned our trust at this point. Like, if Mike head coach wants that guy on the team, then yeah, he should be playing on the team.
100%. And I think it's one of those where you're going to see obviously more people going out of their way to, try and debunk why you're going to see a lot of media chat from here on out. Oh, well, the Suns had a fluke. Oh, they've had an easy, X, Y, and Z, okay? The Suns, 100%, he had 29. He had 29, 2 steals, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Yeah. So legitimately, and in that game, let's go to that game. Let me see if I can look at this. So let's look at the stats in this game. Jalen Green, leading scorer, had a total of 5 free throws, went 10 of 20, had 29 points. Mark Williams had 3 offensive rebounds and 7 defensive rebounds. Devin Booker had 7 assists, okay? Devin Booker, let me see the box score for this game.
Point book works, especially when Jalen Green's on the floor.
Devin Booker had 24. Holy shit, dude. They were
24 and 7. Like that, and that's the thing, is that you can't go. What teams have been doing is blitzing Book with doubles, which causes turnovers. But most of the time, Book is still making the right play. But you can't go blitz him like that if you've got Jalen Green on the floor.
If you know Jalen Green. And Dylan Brooks, who, again, I know the last 2 games haven't shown. Dylan Brooks is averaging 22. Like,
right.
Like you have now, I do believe this is what the Suns had hoped the big 3 would be.
And that's, and really, again, I'm beating a dead horse on this, but this is because, and Dylan Brooks actually said this, this is because Jordan Knott has confidence in these guys and has told all of them, you have the green light, shoot it.
Thank you for the follow as well, Ellen. I appreciate you, brother.
That makes all the difference in the world to these guys. And so if your head coach, if you know that you're not going to get yanked immediately when you miss a shot or you make a mistake, and your head coach has faith in you, and when your superstar is passing you the ball, Book's not trying to get 40 every night.
No, it just occurs.
Right.
Because Book is Book.
He's making the right play, and he's bought into the system. So I really think that the key to all of this is the confidence is really high. That's why, look, Brooks is going to come out of the next game, and he's going to shoot it 40 times if he has to.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that he's going to miss.
Which again, people say it's just the confidence. Dude, bro, again, a great job just in general from the Suns today. Again, I wish obviously we were talking about, a win streak here. Oh, I wish they would have beat the Pistons and stuff. Unfortunately, they couldn't close out those games. They were missing guys. It is what it is. The Suns currently going into this next game, which I believe, is it the Nets?
Yeah, the Nets, and then
I promise
76ers.
Dylan Brooks is going to shoot the ball 90 times next game, Chad.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the Nets suck. And I don't care if Dylan Brooks shoots the ball 90 times. If the Suns lost to the Nets, I'd be like, damn, that sucks. But I wouldn't care that much.
But they're not going to lose to the Nets because they don't lose to bad teams. They beat them by 20. And that's the other sign of a good team, is that you beat the teams you're supposed to, and you're competitive with the teams who are good. And that's what this team is.
Yeah, and they just happen to be in the West, where every team is utterly stacked more than anything. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you, Dustin. Dustin's saying Arizona sports do suck. They don't suck. They just struggle. I don't say Arizona sports suck. I just say they struggle. No offense. I like the Cubs, but had season tickets to the D-backs. I'm confused on that comment. Unless Porter goes bananas. Yeah, dude, he's not going to. Chad, I made fun of Kevin Porter, or Michael Porter Jr. I went to this when the Suns swept the Nuggets, chat. They went 4-0, Suns in 4 type stuff. You guys remember that? Suns in 4. I went to the 4th game, okay? And I sat there and I just shit on Michael Porter Jr. the entire game. I loved it. I had the best time of my life. I don't think Michael Porter Jr. is going to do shit tomorrow. The most Michael Porter Jr. would do is drop 27
Right.
And then
he's not Luka.
The rest of the team would just win the game anyway. It wouldn't matter. His ceiling is that. I lived in AZ. I like baseball, so D-backs were my team until the Cubs came to town. Okay. I got you, brother. Any closing thoughts before we wrap it up?
Just happy that they bounced back from that. This is a team that only once this season has a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, October 27th, you said?
Yeah. I mean, so you got to go back to October to see them lose 3. And so this was a tough game. It's tough to win Madison Square Garden.
This is
proud of them.
Pretty crazy game to win out in Madison. Again, I understand Jalen Brunson not playing. Obviously, down a lot of guys. Again, this game pretty close. Again, I more or less just think this game would have been pretty close the same way anyways if Jalen was playing, just because Jalen isn't like I'm going to drop 50 on your head type of 60 on your head type of dude where you're like, game's different.
Knicks are a good team.
Yeah.
Right?
They're built to play without those guys. Like the same thing. Best record in the NBA since Christmas. The Suns? The Suns have the best record in the NBA since Christmas? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, they did up until the 2 losses, but they might still now.
Yeah, might have gotten it back now. Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate y'all for booling out. We'll be back again. I forgot what game it is. I'll make a thing for it. If you guys want to be brought onto the show, okay? We do have a QR code. We do have a website link on the YouTube channel. If you guys go over there, click the YouTube link, click the that QR code, or follow the QR code of the link. You guys can fill out a form. That form will put you into our high level stuff that we can then use to kind of figure out who can come to the games, who can do Zoom stuff, all that type of stuff. We appreciate you guys. We're going to be wanting to do more Sun stuff this year. I will commit. We are going to commit to doing, I think it's 13 more games this year. So far, that's what we'll commit to start. And then it's going to be all the big games, Lakers, Knicks, Wolves, all the big games and stuff. I'll pass. Like the Nets, I don't want to do the Nets game. I'm not interested in doing the Nets game right now. But again, you guys get us to a certain spot where I can then just start to do that full time, and we're doing those full-time chat. I'll cover every game. I do not care. We'll bring on someone to cover every game. So we appreciate you guys stopping by. Go to YouTube, subscribe, follow. Thank you, Matt, for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Look forward to